morning, Fred. That was excellent timing. For a minute there, I thought I was going to have to start this live stream talking to nobody, and that would have been sad. I was actually thinking, like, I don't have anything to say. It's much easier when I've got somebody there to, like, play off against. You know, when there's somebody in the chat that I can, you know, play off against. Otherwise, I've just got nothing to say, and I'm just sitting here going, that's why I need an intro. But then, I feel like I wouldn't be very good at that. Because, I don't know. Same reason why I'm not good at, like, scripted stuff. Like, on the few occasions where I've scripted videos, I'm just not good at it. I feel silly doing it. I don't know. I prefer just talking naturally. Common Misconception's here as well. Hello, Common Misconception. I prefer just, yeah, talking naturally. If I had, like, a scripted intro, I would feel daft doing it, and I think you would be able to tell that I felt daft doing it in my voice. You'd be able to hear it, I think. So, yeah, who's my Inquisitor? Well, you're going to find out, aren't you, Frederick, my darling? Oh, 3 viewers, apparently, all of a sudden. I'm just drinking my hot chocolate. Clearing my throat. Common Misconception is here for the character creation and nothing else to avoid Inquisition spoilers. Fair enough, my darling. Fair enough. We shall miss you, though. Yeah, you're one of our more vocal commenters. And I like my vocal commenters. I don't have any chocolate today. Because I'm trying to be good. I'm not, like, on a diet, because the moment I go on a diet, I end up binge eating. Which, you know, I'm worse when I'm on a diet than when I'm not on a diet. But I'm just trying to be, you know, trying to make good lifestyle choices and all of that. Are you going to be the leader of... Hang on. Magpie, you are going to be the leader of a mass religious movement. You need to brush up on your public speaking. Yeah, well... I love public speaking. I know, there's nothing... You know, it's weird. Put me in a conversation with a group of people, and I'm like a shy, quiet little mouse who doesn't say anything. Put me in front of a crowd of people and tell me to speak. Oh, I'm in my element. I love that. I would rather be in front of a crowd than be in a crowd. I'm weird like that. Anyway, shall we get cracking? Yeah. I'm just moving my laptop around. It's been nearly a whole week since I did a live stream. I'm feeling out with practice. It's not going to be a Tuesday live stream this week either because I've got other stuff on. Anyway, right, so. Boop. Do you know what would be helpful if I have my headphones on? I went to that screen and I was like, why is the music not playing? Don't have your bloody headphones on. Right, I need to know what the audio levels are like. Because, I remember the first time I've got the audio levels set. I had the audio levels set for Origins, and then when we moved into Dragon Age 2, I think it was like really quiet, I think. Or really loud, I can't remember. I think it was really quiet. So I had to change the audio settings for Dragon Age 2. But I would rather know now, because then I can just change them now before we even start the game. So if, like, you are struggling to hear me, tell me. If you are struggling to hear the music, tell me. If everything's fine, tell me that as well. Yeah. Okay-ish, maybe slightly high. Okay, I'll tell you what. I will just quickly nip out and maybe just put the audio down a little bit. Now, I did actually put the music down in the settings. In the game settings, because I didn't want the music drowning out the other stuff. So I'll put the music down a little bit. I'll put the actual audio down a little tiny bit. And now if you can't hear them now, let me know. Just like tell me. Just whatever. Just tell. Just you know. Just let me know one way or the other. Right. Okay. So. Boop. Right. I've got a continue option. Apparently, I've got a game that I could continue, which is interesting because I've always played Inquisition on PlayStation because it didn't work on my PC, and then I got it on PC when I got a PC that I could play it, but I haven't actually played it on PC to my recollection, but apparently I have. But anyway, we'll start a new game. I think... Oh, I love that bit. I think I I've imported the world state to the Dragon Age Keep. Let's hope I have. I think I did. I think. I was meant to check that before I start the live stream, but I didn't. Music is very noticeably quieter. Okay, if we get to like the cutscenes and you can't hear what people are saying, just tell me and I'll you know, thingy it. You know, what am I trying to say? I'll adjust it again. Right, we're going to be a dwarf. Dwarves are short, stocky, and spend most of their entire lives underground. Those exiled to the surface are often merchants or smugglers. Because dwarves have no connection to the Fae, they cannot be mages, but receive a 25% bonus to magic defense. Okay, we'll be her. And we will be... Okay, we're going to be a rogue. Because we're playing the Lovable Rogues world state, so all of my heroes are rogues. Do we want to be dual wielding or do we want to be an archer? We haven't had an archer yet, have we? Dorabella was daggers and Danger was daggers, wasn't he? Should be an archer. I think I remember being an archer's like more fun in Inquisition than being a dual wielding. I mean, to be fair, the combat isn't fun whatever you play as, but combat is so boring in Inquisition. Should be an archer. I feel like being an archer. We'll be an archer. Oh god, what do we want to play on? Normal, hard, nightmare, custom. We should play on normal. It's been a long time since I've played Inquisition, and it's weird. Because you would have bet money I would be a Canary Inquisitor. Fred, we had a whole conversation about how we're going to be a Dwarf Inquisitor, because then we had a Dwarf Warden, followed by a Dwarf Inquisitor, and then we can have, the Dwarf Warden was called Dorabella, and then the Dwarf Inquisitor is going to be called Theodora, and then we've got two Dwarves called Dora. That was the whole thing, Fred! We've discussed this so many times. I mean, I will be a Canary Inquisitor on one of the playthroughs. We're going to do 8 of the bloody things, aren't we? What was I saying? I was saying something. Was I saying something? I might have been saying something. Oh, yes! For fuck's sake. Yes, this is one of those weird things where this game, I used to know it inside out and upside down. Because I used to just play it over and over and over and over. I would finish a playthrough, start another playthrough on a different world state. Finish that playthrough, start another playthrough. I had save games that I would go back and just replay just for the fun of it. I used to, on a Sunday morning, there was nothing better that I liked than just going and playing the Trespasser DLC. And that was just what I would do on a Sunday morning. Just like jump into my save game in the Trespasser DLC and just play the Trespasser DLC. And just like replay parts of it, like parts of the whole game. I would just pick parts and replay them. Just to see, like, different outcomes and stuff like that. Like, I knew this game inside out and upside down. I have now not played it in a good number of years. We're talking 6 or 7 years. So, it'll be interesting to see how much of that I can remember and how much I can't. Like, some of it will come back to me and some of it won't. But, yeah, we'll just play on normal to begin with, shall we? Yeah. Carter Dwarf. The dwarves of Thados are known for their once vast underground empire and guilds of merchants and warriors held in high esteem by the other races of Thados. Not you. A cast-off surfacer unwelcome among the dwarves or most humans. You have scraped by as part of a criminal fraternity known as the Carter, smuggling magical ore known as lyrium. As part of the ruthless Kadash crime family. Yeah, we're a Kadash, which means we're related to Shale, right? Shale was a Kadash, right? Is that a thing? I'm remembering that right, aren't I? You spent your life on the streets of various Free Marcher city-states until you were sent to the Chantry Conclave as a spy, and everything changed. Yeah. Do you want it to import a custom world state from the Dragon Age Keep? Yes? Okay, it's imported a world state. Hopefully it's the right world state. It should be. Hopefully. Hopefully. We'll find out, won't we? Okay. Is it just me, or does the Inquisitors in Inquisition look a bit ugly? I think the ones in... I think Dragon Age 2 is a better looking game, you know. I really do. Dragon Age 2 is a much better looking game than Inquisition. They just look... Anyway, we'll see if we can make a half decent looking Inquisitor, shall we? Why are the presets always so ugly? I don't understand that. Like, I mean, Christ, do you think they would be able to create some decent friggin' presets? Why do all their ears stick out? That's the question. Do dwarves have sticky out ears, typically? That thing? I do apologise, I've still got this cough. From that cold that I had. Who do we like the look of? Who do we think that we could, you know, do something with? Do you know what? Actually, there is a customer who comes in the shop who looks very much like that. With the very close together eyes. Sorry. You know, I have to say things as they come into my head. I don't know. I quite like her. She looks kind of alright, doesn't she? Can I move her head round? Yeah. I quite like her. I think we could do something with her, maybe. Customize! And this is one of those shitty UIs where you can tell it was made for console and they haven't bothered porting it properly to PC. Like, you know. Oh, annoys me. What do we want? What do we want? What do we... Oh god, she looks like a fucking vampire like that. Look at her. Jesus. You don't see many dark-skinned dwarves in Inquisition, do you? You don't see many dark-skinned anything in Inquisition unless they're from Ravane. Make her an old lady. I did that in Origins once. But canonically, your Inquisitor is meant to be young. I think they're meant to be like 19, 18, 19, something like that. I think they do have a canonical age, but they're always meant to be young. But I made a mage, and I thought, oh, I'll make her like... This was before I knew the game that well. I'll make her like an old, wise mage, and I gave her like grey hair and everything and made her look really old. And then it was like, oh, yes, the young ones are here to take their harrowing. And it's like, oh. It didn't really work. Welsh friend is here! Hello, Welsh. I thought you were dead. I was legitimately worried about you. Like, legitimately. Fred was laughing at me during the Oblivion livestream because I was like, do you think she's alright? I was like, she hasn't even commented on anything. It's very weird. It's like, I understand you being busy and not turning up, but it was very weird for you to, like, not even comment on anything. We were gonna ring the police. We were. Anyway. Yeah. You saw the finale, did you? Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty epic, wasn't it? Jesus Christ. Sorry, the chat's making me laugh. It's been shit, has it? Well, you know what, darling? We'll cheer you up. We'll be extra cheerful, shall we? And I'll talk about tits a lot, and we'll cheer you up. Talk about tits a lot. Any new viewers who just tuned in there will be like, what the fuck? Oh dear. Right, what am I doing? I'm trying to make her look not terrible, aren't I? Can I do something about her ears? I really don't like her ears. Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got this stupid bloody thing. Again, it's made for console, isn't it? I don't like it when they make it for console. Yeah, there we go. We'll give her like normal sized ears. It's not a thing that dwarves have big ears, right? I've never noticed dwarves having big ears before. I've never noticed that being a thing. Oh, we can change the size of her earlobes. See, I tend not to mess about with this stuff too much because it always ends up looking terrible, doesn't it? But in Inquisition, you kind of have to because I mean, Christ, they don't look good. The characters, do they? That you're given. She looks alright. Kinda. Maybe. Right. Eye colour. I've got absolutely no plan for what I want it to look like. I don't know, we'll just go with what we feel like, shall we? It's quite a nice colour. Dora had brown eyes, didn't she? And then Danger had his piercing blue eyes. So we could go for like a green or something. Is there not a purple? I could have sworn there was a purple. Because Fred has read the first few chapters of my Ostwick fanfiction. And in it, the main character, who is the future Inquisitor, her eyes change colour for a reason that I won't spoil. And her eyes turn purple. And I did that because the Inquisitor that I made had purple eyes. And now apparently I can't find a... Oh, is it that one maybe? Oh, that's like a really dark blue. I could have sworn there was a purple. Like a sort of very light purple, like a kind of lilac. Because I made my Inquisitor with like lilac coloured eyes, which is why. And then I thought people don't have lilac eyes, so I need to have some kind of reason for why our eyes would be that colour. And I can't find the lilac coloured eyes now. I suppose it would probably look different on console though, wouldn't it? Anyway, what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Green? Should we go for a nice green? That's quite a nice green. That's quite nice. Hair! Go through all of the terrible hairstyles that we have available to us and choose the least worst one. So I'm reading the chat. Who had 14 minutes for the first mention of tits in the betting pool? Oh dear. It's funny, in the break room at work today, I was there with a couple of the lasses that I work with, and we were having a right proper, what is it they call it when women get together and talk about women's stuff? A mother's meeting, that's it. That's what it was, like a proper mother's meeting where we were talking about, honestly, we were talking about periods, we were talking about tampons and women's stuff. You know, pH levels. At one point that came up, like, yeah, you gotta, you know, look after your, you know, pH levels, talking about how we wash ourselves in the shower and things like that. Just proper, like, women's stuff. And there was two lads sitting at the far end. You could just tell they were trying not to laugh. But I mean, we were just like, we were getting right into it as well. Having a proper nice natter about everything. Sex and all that kind of stuff. And all I was thinking was, oh, this would be great material for one of my live streams. Anyway, oh my god, why is the hair all fucking awful? Like, seriously, why can video game developers not hire somebody, like, you know, hire a hairdresser to come up with, like, good hairstyles? Like, how, man? Come on, they're all so fucking awful. And it's not like it's limited to Inquisition. They're just so bloody awful, aren't they? I've started playing Mass Effect again, the Legendary Edition. And then I think the thing that annoys me the most is that they put the Mass Effect 3 hairstyles in all of the games. Because they're just awful. There's like one decent hairstyle. One. It's like, how? Come on, man. Why can you not come up with a decent fucking hairstyle? What do we want? Do we want short or long? I mean, Origins has pretty decent hairstyles. I think Origins hairstyles are alright. They all look terrible, don't they? Really awful. I don't, there isn't a single one that I like. I mean, that one's that Reet, I suppose. It's one of those things I don't understand how they can get it so wrong. Like, surely somebody at some point in the process would have sat down, looked at all of these and gone, you know what, I think we need to go back to the drawing board here. Like, how? I suppose they like to give the modders something to do. Anybody got any ideas? Which one we want to go? I think that one's alright. I mean, it's alright from the front. It goes downhill a bit from the back. Fred does not fear such talk, what women talk. Oh, Brenda's here. Hello, Brenda. Fred does not fear such talk. Good, Fred, good. We need to talk about these things. You know, it's life, innit? Just talk about stuff like that. Why not? You know, well, that's how you find stuff out. Not talking about stuff like that is what causes problems. You know. Me and my mother were always very good. I mean, me and my mother did not have a perfect relationship by any stretch of the imagination. But the one thing we've always been good at is talking very openly and honestly. Even when I was a teenager, talking very openly and honestly about stuff like periods and sex and personal hygiene and female things. Always been very good at being very open and honest about all of that kind of stuff. And, yeah. Because I tell you what, sex education doesn't tell you the things that you actually want to know when you're a teenager. Mostly teaches you how not to get pregnant, which is useful, but it's not like what you actually want to know. Anyway. God, we've only been going 22 minutes and we're already off on bloody tangents about sex. Jesus. Right, okay. Should we maybe go with that one? I mean, people were saying... Well, Fred was saying people... Fred. That one, maybe. I mean, that one is alright, isn't it? I think the fact that she's in terrible armour doesn't help. I think that's the problem. Like, the starting armour that you start in is really awful. Actually, yeah, I think you're right, Fred. I think that one is quite nice. It's quite elegant. Oh, that one. And then what hair colour do we want? Go blonde. We haven't had a blonde yet. Blonde dwarves look weird, don't they? Blonde looks weird on a dwarf. I don't know why. It just does. Dorabella was ginger, wasn't she? And Danger had brown hair, I think. Yes. I only played as him last week and I've already forgotten what he bloody looked like. Go for brown again. Let's not do that. Let's not do that! She's had a hard life. She's gone grey. Actually, that looks quite good, actually. It's quite distinctive, doesn't it? I suppose we could have like a platinum kind of blonde. Maybe. And then that's black. That doesn't look very good on her, I don't think. I mean, that doesn't look awful. Or something like that. It's very shiny. She must use very expensive conditioner. I quite like that, actually. I think I quite like that. Frederick is blonde. Oh yeah, he is, isn't he? Sorry, the chat's making me laugh. I think I've missed quite a lot of the chat, to be fair. Right. Okay. Oh, P-Dog's here! Hello! What race are you? I'm playing as a dwarf. I'm assuming you were asking the Inquisitor, not me personally, because, you know, I'm just human. I'm bored like that. Oh, and we can have a beard. When you're playing as a girl dwarf, you can have a beard. In Inquisition. And I like that because I'm a bearded lady in real life. Which is another thing we were talking about during our mother's meeting. Oh god. Should we or should we not? I don't know. Do you know what? That actually looks quite good on her. I don't think that looks terrible at all. Should we choose our voice while we're thinking about it? Right.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
Right. So that's the American voice.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
And that's the British voice, which is Samantha from Mass Effect. So, the reason they've got two voices is because both have, yes, a British voice and an American voice. And the British voice is sort of like, you know, that kind of tone. If we just go back to it.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
No, that one. Come on.
You leave me no choice.
That sort of like tone. Very posh and kind of irritating. And then the American one is more kind of like deep.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
Right? So the idea is that you're supposed to use the American one for dwarves and Qunari and the British one for elves and humans. But you can choose whichever one you want for either. So we could have that one for the dwarf if we wanted.
Everything you've heard, completely true.
But I don't know. I actually want that one.
As long as the job gets done, I don't care about the rest.
Because the British one annoys me. It's just too posh. Especially the male one. Oh my god. I've never wanted to punch anybody in the face so much in my life than the British male Inquisitor. Jesus fucking Christ. I can't stand it. Meanwhile, the American male voice. Very sexy. I quite like that one. But, yeah. I've never played with that voice.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
I've never played with it. But I've heard people say that it's quite emotionless. And it's not very good, but I don't know. We could give it a okay. We could give it a go, couldn't we? Do you think a dwarf would shave? Well, there's a question. You know what? I think she looks pretty decent with the beard. I quite like the beard. I think we're going to keep the beard. We need more bearded ladies. Need to normalise it. Do you know what? God, do you know what? It was so funny. The first time I watched, actually the only time I watched, what's it called? The Greatest Showman, because I found it very boring. But you know, they've got the bearded lady, and it's this huge thing about how she's sort of, you know, has had to hide herself away all this time because, you know, people cast her out because she's the bearded lady, and then she finds her voice, and you know, it's all about what am I trying to say? You know, like liberating yourself and all that kind of stuff, and be like, oh, I'm just free to be me and all that kind of stuff. And I just found it hilarious because, like, I have polycystic ovaries, which means I grow a beard, right? I grow a beard that would make some men jealous. Like, I grow a very impressive beard if I let it grow. And, like, to me, personally, I've never found it to be particularly an issue. Like, you just shave it off. Like, it's really not that much of a big deal. It's just making me laugh watching this story about this bearded lady who's been cast out from society. I'm like, just shave it off, man. Nobody even bloody notices. Like, they have to get pretty close to you for them to actually notice. And, I mean, you're only going to let people that close to you if, like, you know, they're not people who are going to judge you for it. Like, how? I was like, Jesus Christ, woman, you're making a right mountain out of a molehill here, love. Anyway, I don't think that was what I was supposed to take away from the story, but anyway. Right, okay, yes, right, yes. Should we stick with that then? We'll stick with the beard, we'll stick with the deep voice. Why not? I like her, I think she looks good. Do we want to change anything else about her? Or do we think she's our reach? The trouble is, once you start messing with other settings, you can right fuck things up, can't it? And she can end up looking terrible. I like her. I like her as she is. I think we'll keep... Oh, hang on. Scars and tattoos. Well, we'll have to have a look at them. I love a scar and a tattoo. Well, she'll have a tattoo because she'll be, you know... Well, I don't know. Do you think she was born on the surface? Do we know that? Or was she cast out? Because if she was born in Duststone, she'll have a brand on her, like she does there. If she was born on the surface, she wouldn't necessarily be branded. See, that looks more like the De La Shelf tattoo, really, doesn't it? Rather than the... But I know a lot of the criminals in Dragon Age world have tattoos anyway. I quite like that one, though. I think we'll just stick with that one. We want to change the colour. We want to keep it black. Make it white. Make it red. Make it green to match her eyes. Make it pink. Should give her a bright pink tattoo. Let's not do that. Should we stick with black? We'll stick with black. Why not? Oh, actually, I kind of like the orangey. Orangey? Slightly orangey. Sort of reddish. Or black. Stick with black? We'll stick with black. Stick with black. Right. Okay, you can go away now. Thank you. Scars. Well, according to this, she has scars, but I can't see where the bloody hell they are. Can anybody see where these scars are? Put the intensity up a bit. Intensity up. I can't see our scars, guys. I can't see any scars. Is it just me who can't see any scars? You can move the position of the scars, I know. You can like move them across the face and stuff like that. I cannot see any scars at all. Unless that has something to do with my graphics settings, maybe. I didn't actually check what my graphics settings were before I started the stream, but I probably should have done that, shouldn't I? I can't see any scars. Not a single scar. Okay, I tell you what, we'll put it down to nothing at the minute. I'll check my graphics settings, because the thing is, we can change her appearance, because we can go to the Black Emporium. So, yeah. That should be fine. There's one on the forehead sometimes, is there? Let's have a look. These like in the middle, because you can move them. That's the thing, you can move them like across the face and stuff like that, so you can move them like, you know, out of the line of sight. I can't see any. They were emotional scars all along. Yeah, I know, right? Right, makeup. Do you think a cart dwarf would wear makeup? I'm guessing not. I think she does have a bit of eyeshadow on, actually. Boop. I'm not really that fussed, to be honest. Ooh, eyelash colour. Oh, we can give her like blonde eyelashes if we want. That looks a bit daft. Nice dark eyelash, isn't it? Looks like she's got mascara on. I can hear a cat. What was it to begin with? Can anybody remember? Because it looked alright, and now none of them look right. Oh, that looks alright, doesn't it? Eyeliner. Give us some eyeliner. Should we just leave her alone? Leave it alone, yeah. Okay, we'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone. Right. She looks out of reach, doesn't she? I quite like her. I quite like her. Right, name your character. Theodora. Accept.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
It's a nice dramatic opening, isn't it? Also, there's a cat. Just decided to turn up at the most dramatic moment. Oh, I've got nice eyes. Look how nice her eyes look. I should maybe have given her different eyebrows. That's horrible. You think I did it? Yeah. So there was once a time where I knew exactly what the outcome was of every single one of those choices. Like exactly what Cassandra would say in response and like what I get approval and disapproval from and everything like that. I knew this game so well. Now, literally not a clue. But I do know the game doesn't tell you this. Or if it... Sorry, I'm trying to get crusty bits out of the cat's eye. Yeah, you're right. There you go, darling. I do know that it follows the same pattern as Dragon Age 2. So you don't have distinct personalities like you do in Dragon Age 2. So in Dragon Age 2 you've got diplomatic, humorous and aggressive, right? And they are distinct personalities. And you can switch between them and stuff like that. But, you know, they give Hawke 3 different personalities. It's not like that in Inquisition. However, it's the same kind of thing that your top option will tend to be diplomatic, your middle option will tend to be humorous, and your bottom option will tend to be aggressive. But the game doesn't actually tell you that. So, yeah. So beautiful. Yeah. So, what should we say? Should we be all like, that's horrible? Should we be, think I did it? Should we remain silent? We're a Carter dwarf. We're a criminal. Probably, upon finding ourselves in this situation, being, oh my god, look at the hair coming out of you. Look at it. I'm going to be covered. I'm going to be covered. Upon finding herself in this situation, she's probably just going to want to remain silent, isn't she?
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need her, Cassandra.
The chat's making me laugh. I was going to say something what was I going to say? Oh yes, can you hear the dialogue all right? If it's too loud or too quiet, just let me know. Oh, those people, let me go. I'm confused. What now? Let me go!
Whatever you think I did, I'm innocent.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then a woman.
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then
Go to the forward camp, Liliana. I will take her to the rift.
what did happen?
It will be easier to show you. We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
Okay. So beautiful. Are you so beautiful? Are you gonna let me play this game or not? No. No, I didn't think so. Right. Dialogue's kind of soft, says Fred. I'll put it up a tiny bit, shall I? If I can just... I'll just quickly pop that screen on. Just very, very quickly, and then I'll just... Oh my god, this cat. Will you just move? Will you just decide where you're going and then go there? Just move. Thank you. Right, I'll put it up a tiny bit, because I want you to be able to hear everybody. It's a dramatic little game, is Inquisition. Right. The cat's gone on the floor now. I'm just clearing away all the cat hair that she's left behind. Right, okay, so. How could it stop this?
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
You still think I'm guilty?
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is. And you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
If I can help, I will. Will helping save me? Do I have a choice? Okay, so I'm going to be playing Theodora. I can't even say my own character's name. Theodora as a quite a good character. She's going to be quite pro mage. Although I think because we played Danger as so pro circle, we're playing her as like anti-circle. But I'm kind of going off the idea that like she's pro freedom, and because she's a dwarf, she doesn't really understand the danger of mages. So she's just like, everybody should be free, people shouldn't be locked up in towers, and that's kind of going to be her thing. She could be a bit of an idealist. That's the kind of way we're going with it. Yeah, but generally, a genuinely like really good person. I think because we played Dorabella as like a lovable rogue, and I mean she was good at her core. She always did the right thing, but she was quite rough around the edges. And then we played Danger as like a bit of an idiot and very, very not like evil, but very like pro Templar. So I thought we'd temper it all with Theodora and make her like, yeah, she's a cart dwarf and she's been a criminal all of her life. But really, she's actually a genuinely really good person underneath and just wants, like, to make everything better and make everybody happy. That's the kind of character we're sort of going for at the beginning. It might change as we go through, but, yes, I can help if I will.
I understand.
Then
I'll do what I can. Whatever it takes.
they have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Okay,
Your mark
oh, I'm
must
so
be tested
dinky.
on something smaller than the breach.
How dinky I am. I've never played as a dwarf in Inquisition before. I'm so dinky. Oh, I'm so cute. Okay. Yeah, like I say, once upon a time, I knew everything there was to know about this game, and I've forgotten it all in the years since, so, I feel a bit weird. Also, I've always played on console. This is actually my first time playing this on PC. How weird is that?
Open the gate. We are heading into the valley.
Okay. So... Hi guys! Something terrible's about to happen, isn't it? Doesn't something terrible happen quite soon?
Micah, it's the end of the world.
It's the end of the world. It's not. I mean, I know there's a giant, like, you know, hole in the sky where demons are pouring out of, but it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It's quite bad. It's not the end of the world. Oh, look how cool it is. Look how cool it is. Oh dear, this bloody cough, I swear to God. Oh, there we go. This is the terrible thing that's about to happen.
The pulses are coming faster now.
I like
The
Cassandra.
larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Ooh,
Everything
mysteries.
farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon enough.
Okay, goodbye, common misconception. We'll miss you, this series. We'll miss you. Right. So. Oh, look how cool it looks. I've missed this game so much. I really miss playing it. It's such a good game. And I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen.
Stay behind me.
Okay, Cassie, darling. It's alright if I just, you know, maybe grab this convenient bow that's been left. Always conveniently, whichever weapon is there is always, like, conveniently the weapon that your Inquisitor is best equipped to use. Somehow. Okay, press R. Press R? Or left mouse click to attack R? Really? R? Alright. See, this is just, it's a badly ported game. Because it was like, they made it for the console and then ported it to PC, which, I mean, that's just awful, isn't it? Isn't that awful? Isn't that awful? It's a Dragon Age game and they made it for console. A Dragon Age game should be made for PC and then ported to console, not the other way around. Like, how? Yeah, but they didn't even make a particularly good... whoa! Oh, fucking hell! Hang on a minute. Right, okay, alright. Okay. What? Right, so A and D is moving the camera instead of moving me. But then if I move the mouse around, I have to right-click to move... Oh, God, that's fucking awful. I might actually have to plug a controller in. I might actually have to do that.
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now!
Alright, you need to trust me. I need this weapon. Cass, you know what, darling? You need to trust me, I think. Actually, there's one that gets approval from her, and I think... Is it that one? I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna say you need to trust me.
If you're going to lead me
Yeah,
to
it disapproves.
an infested valley, you'll have to trust me.
Give me one reason to trust you.
Because my life is on the line.
You're right. I cannot protect you. And I cannot expect you to be defenseless. I should remember you agreed to come willingly.
Oh, I like Cassandra so much. Right, okay.
Take these potions. Maker knows what we will face.
Where are all your soldiers?
At the forward camp or fighting. We are on our own for now.
I'm trying to remember if that was the same way that it did it in Origins as well. The A and D control the camera but don't make you move. Might have been, but it feels counterintuitive this way because you're actually clicking to fire. Like, yeah, like that, rather than, you know, ordering your people to attack and then they just attack. We'll do this though. So yeah, it feels... it doesn't quite work as well. We'll see. Maybe we'll get used to it. Oh dear. How weird is it to hear me say I might have to plug a controller in? Oh dear. Right. It's not the kind of thing I usually say. Yeah. Because then, like, you've still got your abilities down here. But like I say, rather than just, like, clicking attack and then your character attacks, you have to, like, physically click like that to attack and, like, aim and stuff like that. So it's, like, a weird combination of, like, Dragon Age style combat with, like, normal kind of, you know, action style combat. And it just, I just don't think it really works, to be honest. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop a save. That would be a clever thing to do, wouldn't it? Drop a save. There we go. Abilities consume mana and stamina. Yes, I know, game, for heaven's sake.
There! Watch out!
Know how Dragon Age
If we
works.
flank them, we may gain the advantage.
Or I could just stay here. Hi! Yeah, I can use like that on him. Boop! That didn't do much, did it? Then I can go stealthy, stealthy! Then I can shoot him, which unstealths me. Yeah, okay. I'm not doing that much damage, to be honest. Cassandra, can you come and help, please? I'm not doing very well. It's very boring, isn't it? Look, it's not even satisfying. It's not even satisfying to shoot those arrows. There we go. Not very exciting, the old Inquisition combat, but never mind. You don't really play Inquisition for the combat. I think Inquisition, it's definitely one of those games you play for the characters and the storyline and whatnot. Not the combat. I mean, the same is true of all Dragon Age games, but at least in the other two, the combat is like, you know, vaguely entertaining. I mean, in Origins, it's genuinely entertaining. In Dragon Age 2, it's mostly entertaining, up to a point. Right, there's more shades.
Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance.
Yes, I know. It's a green thing. I remember. What are the green things again? Are they wraiths or something like that? I can't remember what they are. Oh, there we go. Hello, green thing. Hi. Hi. Oop. Oh, I keep missing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you don't actually aim. The game will like target it and then you kind of like just shoot. It's very weird. It's very weird. Also, I keep hitting tab to highlight things and I don't think tab does that in this game. Anyway. Daughter says this is the best one for companion interactions. Yes! I think so. I think they definitely put more effort into like the conversations and things that you have with companions and stuff like that. There's more. You know, I think in Dragon Age 2, like the companions, the dynamic between the companions is better and stuff like that. I do like the Dragon Age 2 companions a lot, but I think that they didn't put enough work into like the actual relationships that you build with them and stuff like that.
Ah! They're falling from the breach!
Are they? I want to go up here because it's a place, it's a way that I can go. Is there something hidden up here? I have in my head there's something hidden up here. Or am I just imagining that? Yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition's a lot more open. And you can jump! That's exciting, isn't it? You can jump. But it's not like it's not like proper open world. It's a sort of, again, weird hybrid between like levels and open world, and it, I don't know. Gameplay-wise, they've got a lot wrong in this game, but story-wise and character-wise, they got a lot right. So you know, swings and roundabouts. Anyway, demons, what need to be killed and what not. Hi, we going down here, are we? Boop. Use my super ability, whatever that does. Use my stealthy ability, and then I can just run away and let Cassandra fight them for me.
Make it take you!
There we go. Do I have all the DLC for this? Yes. Hopefully it's installed. Let's hope so. No. I want you to loot the thing. Loot the thing. Thea, loot the thing. Loot it. I'm calling her Thea already. I've already, you know, got my little nickname. I think I can't really call her Dora. I mean, I know the point was to have two dwarves called Dora, but I can't really call her Dora, because then we'll get her mixed up with Dora, won't we? If I call this one Dora, you know, then if I'm talking about both of them, I'll be talking about Dora and Dora. And, you know, I'll have to start clarifying which Dora I mean. And, you know, it's confusing enough listening to me at the best of times. Try and listen to me when I'm talking about two Doras, dear me. We'll call her Thea. Okay. So... Explore around. I'm sure there's loot. There's more loot. I remember there being more loot than what I've looted, which is weird. Oh, there we go. Boop. Shall I take a little health bonus? I don't know. I think the game not tutorialized health bonuses at some point, or am I making that up? I don't know. It's just I know at the top of this hill there's a fight going on, and I feel like I need me full health. Okay, I'll take a look at that potion then. Trouble is, you can only carry 8 of them.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
Okay. Yeah, you've got a limited amount of health potions you can carry. It's not like the other games where you can just carry 15 million. You can only carry a certain amount. Which was meant to, like, make the game more strategic, which is the same reason why mages can't heal. It was meant to, like, make the game more strategic. It doesn't. It doesn't. Isn't there stuff over here you can usually loot? I'm not making that up. I could have sworn there was more stuff to loot than what I found. Never mind. Is F5 still quick save? No, apparently not. Do I have a quick save? Hang on, we'll have to just check quickly. I need key bindings, that's what I wanted. Interact is F. What the fuck? Why would interact be F? Oh, because move right is E. Honestly, God, stupid bloody controls. What am I looking for? Quick save. Quick save, 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 quick heal. What's quick heal? 9. Quick save is F5. Okay. Okay. Okay, did it do it and I just didn't notice? There's a little symbol pop up somewhere or something. I don't know. Fuck's sake. Right. Hello everybody. I feel like this should be more dramatic. Like, the fighting in Inquisition is not very dramatic, is it? Like, the fights are just not that dramatic at all. They're just like... There we go. Hello.
Quickly, before more come through.
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
Okay. Yeah, so I can help. I did that? You mean the mark? Yeah, I did that.
I closed that thing? How?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
You know what I like here? You can see he's got a broken nose because Cassandra broke his nose in the opening cutscene of Dragon Age 2 where she throws the book at him. That's a nice little detail, I quite like that. Yeah, you're with the Chantry.
Are you with the Chantry, or...
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
Okay. Pleased to meet you. Nice crossbow. What now? Nice crossbow, Varric.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca.
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
Doesn't Varric have a broken nose in Dragon Age 2? Well, if he does, Fred, that's me looking like a right tit, isn't it? I don't think so. I'm sure he only has the broken nose in Inquisition. You know about the mark then, my dear.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Solus is an apostate, well-versed in such matters.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
Okay, that's commendable, and when this is over, I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can.
If I can close the breach, I will.
Cassandra, you should know. The magic involved here is unlike any I have seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well, Bianca's excited.
This way, down the bank. The road ahead is blocked.
We must move quickly.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna loot stuff first. Don't mind me. Oh. I was gonna say something and I can't remember what it was. I had it in my head to say it while that conversation was going on in the game, and now I can't remember what it was. Anybody remember what I was gonna say? Fred, what was I gonna say? That's why you're here, Fred, to tell me these things. I was gonna say something. I can't even remember what it was gonna be about. I have no idea. Literally no clue what I was gonna say. Not a clue. It's gone. Gone from my brain. Right, have a leap over here. Just got another save. Oh, there we go. It does a little loady thing in the bottom corner. That's how you know it's saved. I mean, it's much better when it does, like, you know, quick save complete. That's much better, but alright. I'm ripping this game to shreds on it. While talking about how much I've missed it and how much of a good game it is, I'm just, like, ripping it to shreds. Oh, I know what I was gonna say! I'll tell you after we've had this battle, though. I'll have forgotten again by then. Tactical camera. Let's look at tactical camera mode, which helps you blah 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 blah. Yeah, I don't need it. This game is not tactical. Just, like, shut up. Go away. This game is like one of the least tactical games. Oh, Solus has put a shield around all of us. That's nice of him. Literally, all you have to do is just sit here with your hand on the left mouse button. That's it. That's the combat in Inquisition. Just sit here with your finger on the left mouse button. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm doing nout. Like, what's the point of me even being here? This might as well just be a cutscene, to be honest. There's another one over there. Okay. Any more? Is that it? Okay, this is what I was going to say. I was looking up a timeline for my Ostwick fanfiction, right? Because my Ostwick fanfiction takes place over the course of about 10 to 12 years. In the run-up to the Major Rebellion, and then the first part of the Major Rebellion, right up until my, you know, the future Inquisitor leaves to head to the Conclave, right? So, like, the majority of the Major Rebellion is covered, but also, like, a massive run-up to the Major Rebellion. So I was looking up a timeline, a Dragon Age timeline, to see, like, you know, where everything fits in. And according to the wiki, between Cassandra interrogating Varric in Dragon Age 2 and this moment here, there is 2 years. There's a 2-year gap, apparently, according to the timeline, and yet they say, at some point, they might have already said it, that, like, after she interrogated him, she brought him along to the Conclave. So we're expected to believe that she spent 2 years carting Varric around. Like, that doesn't make sense, right? I feel like there's a bit of a continuity error somewhere there. But anyway, we'll go and loot this place up here, shall we? Where's my mouse gone? There it is. And boop. Boop. Oh, there's a bear! Hello, Mr. Bear, you look terrifying. Assumed it was weeks. Yeah, I assumed it was weeks as well. I mean, I think it must be. I think that must just be like an error somewhere. But I think it's like, yeah, from the end of Dragon Age 2 to now, there's meant to be like 2 years. But then it doesn't make sense that Cassandra would have, you know. But I mean, I suppose like the majority of like the Mage Templar War has already happened by this point. So like, but at the end of Dragon Age, but then you see, Dragon Age 2 doesn't end like with Hawke. With, like, the Mage Rebellion starting, it ends with Cassandra interrogating Varric, which is, like, after the Mage Rebellion has already been going on for a bit. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Yeah, but on this timeline, it was literally, like, Cassandra interrogates Varric, and then 2 years later, Cassandra arrives at the Conclave with Varric, and I was like, what? Like, hang on a minute! But yeah... More demons turn up at some point, don't they? I'm sure that's a thing. And I'm sure you can get into this house somehow. We'll have to use our jumpy ability. No, we'll just skirt around the outside edge. I've lost my mouse again. I think this game might actually genuinely be easier to play with a controller. That is not something you will hear me say very often. I might have to plug a one in. Now, there's a way that you're supposed to go, isn't there? And then there's another way that you can go. I think this is the other way that you can go, and you get, like, extra loot, but there's more demons. But you also get a little conversation with Varric, if I remember correctly. Possibly. You gonna talk to me, Varric? Maybe? But yeah, there's demons up here. Hello, demons. Hi! Oh, I hit space to pause there, and you can't do that either. In fact, I don't think you can pause at all, can you? Can you pause? I don't think you can pause. I don't think pausing is a thing in Inquisition. See, they don't even have special combat music. It's just the same music. Like, they make the combat just so uninteresting. It's like they go out of their way to make it boring. There we go. Does Varric not want to have a conversation with me? He asked you about where you're from, right? That's a thing. Varric? Gonna ask me where I'm from? Come on, Varric. Talk to me.
So let me guess.
There we go.
Fellow surface dwarf may be part of the Carta.
What makes you say that?
I can tell a proper Orzammar dwarf from 20 paces. Also, you have that shifty smuggler look to you.
Very perceptive, so do you. I'm no criminal. Very perceptive!
You have keen eyes.
And an enormous mouth.
And clever hands. It's all part of my charm.
Okay. We assume the interrogation took place a while after the circle was broken. Yes. So I think we're meant to assume... Yeah, because, I mean, Hawke's disappeared by that point. But, like, Hawke doesn't leave Kirkwall immediately after the Mage Rebellion. Hawke stays in Kirkwall for a while and then disappears. So I think we're meant to assume it's been, like, a couple of years since the Chantry was destroyed and everything, like, kicked off. Because the thing is, if you read the books, if you read Asunder, Anders destroying the Chantry and Meredith going mental doesn't actually kick off the Mage Rebellion. The Mage Rebellion happens later. So, like, because, yeah, the book Asunder actually covers the start of the Mage Rebellion, and Anders has already destroyed the Chantry, all of that has happened, and everybody's like, you know, they're on the brink of war. And the mages are on the brink of rebellion, but they haven't rebelled yet. And I think it's at the White Spire, but I can't remember. I'm gonna have to reread it because like the stuff that happens in that book that is gonna be like relevant to the fanfiction I'm writing, so I need to reread it. But the yeah, because the mages all get together and they vote to rebel. It's not like Anders destroys the Chantry and all of the mages rebel. There's actually like a bit of a gap before the Mage Rebellion actually kicks off. It just sort of like creates political tension, and then I think it might be months or like a year or something later that the mages actually vote to rebel and the rebellion kicks off, which then kicks off the Mage Templar War, and then the Mage Templar War goes on for a bit. But I can't remember exactly how long the Mage Templar War was supposed to go on for. At least a year, I think. And then Divine Justinia calls the Conclave to try and both sides agree to it, to try and like broker peace. Which is, you know, what we were coming to. We were coming to the Conclave to sort of, you know, see what was going to happen. And then, obviously, there's a massive explosion and everybody at the Conclave dies, including the Divine. And that's where we are at the minute. There's a person in Malaysia binge reading Fred's fanfiction. I was watching in real time yesterday as somebody read through all of Living Legends because I had it on the stats page and I kept refreshing, and the views kept going up by like 1 or 2, but the visitors didn't, and I was like, somebody's binge reading Living Legends. Although funnily, since I've started updating it again, I've just broken even on followers because I lost quite a lot of followers when I updated it. I think updating it must have, because it's been a 4-year gap, must have like, you know, reminded a lot of people that they were following it and they maybe weren't interested in it anymore, so they unfollowed it. So I actually lost a lot of followers, but then I've gained followers as well from new people who've come in, and I've literally just broken even. I'm like in exactly the same place as I was originally. That's alright. Anyway. Right, I've looted that house, haven't I? Is there another one to loot? I've looted that one.
Hold on. We haven't much further.
Yep, hold on, don't, you know, die. Yet. Be a very short game if you died now, Thea, love. Yeah.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
Okay. So. Oh. The demons are less impressive as well. In Inquisition. I realise I'm just ripping Inquisition to pieces. And it's not that I don't like the game, I do. It's just like, Jesus Christ, man. They took a lot of what was good in the other games and just tossed it out the window. They did get the story right, though, and the characters right, and I suppose that's what really matters in a Dragon Age game. Like, if Dreadwolf comes out, and, like, the combat is amazing, and the gameplay is amazing, and the world is amazing, and the story's shit, and the characters are shit, right?
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
Yeah. I won't be able to forgive that. I won't be able to forgive if it's like an amazingly fun game to play, but the story's shit. I won't be able to forgive that. I can forgive a really good story and shit gameplay. But anyway, there's stuff up here to do, isn't there? If you go hunting, I'm sure there's stuff like up there by the wreckage. Might be imagining that though. No, apparently not. Apparently I was imagining it. I'm sure there's loot up here somewhere. I was imagining it. I'm going mad, guys. I'm going mad. I'm imagining things. There's my team. thinking, what the fuck is she doing up there? Oh, there's some iron. I'll take some iron. For crafting purposes. I do like the crafting in this game. I think they did the crafting quite well. It's fun, but not like really grindy.
Another rift!
We must seal it! Quickly!
Right.
Help us!
So we have to, when we find a rift, we have to kill all of the enemies by the rift, and then we can close the rift. If I disrupt the rift with my mark, I can like stun the enemies a little bit. But I don't see any point, they're not causing us too much bother, are they? Ooh.
Hurry! Use the mark!
Okay. Oh, I got a level up. Open P.
The rift is
Click
gone.
B even.
Open the gate.
Doop. Okay, now I have to remember how flipping leveling up works in Inquisition. Can anybody remember how leveling up works in Inquisition? I can't remember how leveling up works in Inquisition. Okay, so that's our archery abilities. We've got sabotage and we've got subterfuge. Yes, I know. Blah 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 blah. Yes, I know. Go away. Jesus Christ! Stop it! Stop tutorializing me. What have we got? Easy to miss. Enemies are likely to overlook you in combat. Oh, that's right. You get attributes from abilities, don't you? That's a thing. Which was a weird thing, but anyway. That's dodging enemy attacks. Okay. Sabotage. I've not played as many rogues in Inquisition. Coat your weapons in a deadly toxin, making every attack poison enemies for a short time. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that gives us more damage. Do more damage when firing from elevation. Let's go for that one. Go for that one for now. We'll maybe think about it a bit more later. Yeah. So you get attributes from abilities rather than just putting points into attributes. I don't know. It was, honestly. Anyway.
Well done.
Thank you.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
Yeah, it's useful. Okay. So... sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Right. Hi guys. Ooh, supplies. All my supplies replenished.
You have already caused enough trouble without resorting to this exercise in futility.
I have caused trouble.
You, Cassandra, the Most Holy, haven't you all done enough already?
You are not in command here.
Enough! I will not have it!
Okay, yes, this is
Here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the Most Holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
the dialogue is so good in this game. I love the arguments and the conversations and stuff like that. Also, Chancellor Roderick is basically just the Councillor Udina of Dragon Age. That's always what I think of him as. I just look at him and I just see Councillor Udina from Mass Effect. Right, what about the breach? No one's in charge here. I'm standing right here. Yeah, I'm standing right here.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
You shouldn't even be here! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Yeah, and this is always the bit in, like, RPGs where everybody just turns to you despite the fact that you're a nobody and just goes, hey, what do you think? Which I always find weird. Yeah, you're asking for my opinion?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own.
Okay, charge with the soldiers or take the mountain path. Fast burn direct soldiers will act as a distraction elsewhere. The problem will be addressed sooner, but there may be casualties. Careful sustained assault soldiers will stand with you to ensure arrival. Scouts in the past may be lost. Well, I am playing as a rogue. So it makes more sense for her to pick the mountain path. Although I believe oh my god, I can't talk. Cassandra disapproves if you do that. So we're either going to lose soldiers or we're going to lose scouts. I don't know, what do you think, guys? What do you think I should do? I can't remember which one's more fun. I think the mountain path's a bit more fun. And that does make sense without being a rogue, doesn't it? Especially, like, you know, a Carter dwarf and everything. She would be like, oh yeah, well, let's go sneaky through the, you know, mountains rather than just charge with everybody else. We'll take the mountain path.
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Okay. I cannot get rid of this cough, you know. And then my mate today, right, came in work. I'm sorry, we're going off on a tangent. Right, so, like, you know when I had that cold, right, she had a cold as well at the same time as me. Like, we literally got ill on the same day. Right, so we had the same cold. And we were ill for the same length of time and everything, right? It's the same cold. So she has already had the cold that I had, right? And then she came in this morning, came up to me and went, I woke up this morning full of cold. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, you hugged me yesterday. You better not have given me your germs. I'm not having another cold. I'm not doing it. Anyway. So if I get another cold, it's her fault. Anyway, we'll climb this ladder, shall we? We can climb ladders now. We couldn't climb ladders in the first two games. That's a terrifying looking ladder. I would not be able to climb that ladder in real life. I would have a panic attack halfway up, I think.
The tunnel should be just ahead. The path to the temple lies just beyond it.
Ladders are terrifying. Especially like,
Mine?
Part of an old mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And your missing soldiers are in there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
Yeah, like ladders that are vertical and aren't like, you know, if you lean a ladder against something and you can go up it and it's got a bit of a slant on it, but when ladders are like completely vertical like that, that's terrifying. That's actually terrifying, trying to climb a ladder like that. I would not be able to climb a ladder like that. It's not a thing. Especially like it doesn't have anything at the top to hold on to. Like, Jesus Christ. Could get up that ladder, wouldn't be able to go down it, yep. Yep. Yeah. To go and get down would be harder, definitely. Yeah. Hi! Shoot you in the face, shall we? Oh my god, it's so boring. So I'm doing nothing. I'm just stood here, just holding the mouse button down. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just like. Could you fire your arrows a bit bloody quicker, love? However, come on, man. Got things to do. Life's too short, lass. However, there we go. Right. This doesn't look like a mine, does it? This doesn't look miney to me. This looks more temple-y to me than miney. But I reach. Ooh. Yeah, and there's like chandlery stuff on it, so what? It's not, is it really an old mining tunnel, is it? Have my doubts. Although there is a lot of lyrium under the mountain, isn't there? So there probably would be mining. Dear God, the lighting is terrible. Oh dear, I've already got a list as long as my arm of things that they did wrong in this game. But I still really like it, like I really enjoy playing it. But yeah, it's got a lot of issues. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. Come on, just loot the bloody thing. Oh my God, she has to actually be fucking facing it to loot it. How I'm going to do nothing in this live stream but whinge. Is there not a way through there? Is there not? Is there a way through there? No, there isn't. Oh, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha. Wait, is this where we were? Oh, I don't know. Do I have a map? Yes. This is where we came from. Okay. I'm already lost, guys. I'm lost. Right. There's definitely not a way through here, is there? Or is there? Is there? Yes, there is! Yay! Sorry, I was reading the chat. I wasn't paying attention. Do I have grenades? I don't think I do I? Oh man. There are grenades in this game, I'm sure there are. I don't seem to have any. I just, you know, want to do something to just make it a bit more interesting. I mean, I can use my ability. Yay, that was fun. Oh, I unlocked an achievement, apparently. Great. There we go, we done. Like, I don't even have, like, ammo. Like, I don't even have to, like, manage my arrows or anything, because I just have infinite arrows. Like, how am I? Game? Come on. Who did you think was going to be playing this? Just, like, people who've never played a video game before. Alright. Ooh, dead people.
Guess we found the soldiers.
That cannot be all of them.
So the others could be holed up ahead.
Our priority must be the breach. Unless we seal it soon, no one is safe.
That's a task for the other dwarf in our party.
Okay. I tell you what we didn't have. We didn't have the conversation where Frederick asks us if we're from Ostrich. That's a thing, right? He says, you're from Ostwick, and then your Inquisitor goes, how can you tell? And he says the accent, which is funny because he says that regardless of which accent you chose. Either British or American. He's like, oh yeah, that's Ostwick, that is. Apparently Ostwick is populated by British and Americans. So, you know, me and Fred would have a great time there. Ooh, elf fruit. Hello. I'll take some elf fruit. Can't remember what elf fruit does exactly in this game, but... Can you craft potions in this game? I can't remember. I know you can craft armour. I can't remember if you can craft potions. You can craft weapons, and you can give your weapons names, which I quite like. That's quite cool. You can name your weapons. Just having a little explore now, seeing what I can find. Nothing, as it turns out. Nout. Zilch. Nada. Zip. Zero. Oh look, there's a rift. Oh, we played Magpie Bingo. Oh my god, that would be amazing. You should do that. You should do that, guys. You should get together before a stream and like make up bingo cards and play Magpie Bingo. Don't tell me what's on them though, because otherwise that would ruin it.
Lady Cassandra! Lieutenant, you're alive!
Just barely.
Oh, it's the thingy ones. Yes, the hoojits. The what's-my-doodles. Those guys, the ones that look like giant stick insects. Actually, they look a bit like things from Alien, don't they? A little bit in the face. Oh, I need to close the rift. If you don't close the rift quickly enough, more demons come through, right? Is that a thing? I can't remember. Oh, there's a putty.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. She insisted we come this way.
The prisoner? Then you...
It was worth the risk. All in a day's work. No time for talk! All in a day's work, my dear.
Closing rifts and saving soldiers. It's what I do.
Then you have my sincere gratitude.
The way into the valley behind us is clear for the moment. Go, while you still can.
At once.
Quickly, let's move!
The path ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes.
Had your arse right in my face then.
Down
I had
the
a
ladder.
face full of
That's the
arse.
way to the temple.
Not in a fun way. Sorry. Right, okay. Oh my god, this cat. My headphones are falling off and everything. So I need to thingy them. Are you going to sit there, are you? It's not the most convenient place for you to sit in the world. I don't know if they can even see you on the camera. Probably see me. I don't want them to be able to see me. Oh, that's my phone in there. See if anybody's messaged me. Oh, I've got emails. Oh, I'm live on YouTube. Look at that. Who knew? Will you just... I'm gonna kill this cat. I'm gonna kill this cat. I'm gonna kill you. Should I kill you? Hey, should I? Should I do that? Should I kill you? Should I kill you? Should I? Hey? Yeah. Yeah. Should I kill you? Yeah. I'll throw you out the window. Yeah. Going? Okay. Jesus Christ. Cat Herald of my keyboard. Right, okay, so... Take a quick drink. I love how she experiments until she finds the exact wrong place to sit. I know, right? She's getting quite good at it as well. Oh, how cool does that look? So cool! Right. Now we have to go down ladders. Oh my goodness. Boop. Climb down the ladder. Climb down the ladder. Oh my god, woman, just climb down the ladder. Jesus. Oh yeah, that's right. What is it with video game characters? They can't go down a ladder properly. They have to, like, slide down it. Like, just walk down the bloody thing properly, man. Nobody gams down a ladder like that. Look! Video game characters, they all have to slide down the ladder. Except Geralt in The Witcher.
Holes in the Fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough magic is brought to bear, it is possible.
But there are easier ways to make things explode.
That is true.
We will consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
Okay. See if there's anything to loot. I don't think there is. Sliding is an easier animation. Yeah, but like, surely they would just reverse the climbing animation, wouldn't they? Yeah, Geralt in The Witcher, he walks down a ladder properly. A good lad is Geralt, walking down his ladders properly.
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Oh, who was the mysterious woman in the Fade? Yeah, and there's lots of dead people. That's lovely, that is. Lovely. Yep. We'll just loot this corpse, shall we? Take our minds off things. Oh, it's a Templar. Oh dear. Right, okay, so. You see, if we charged with the soldiers, we would have come over that way. Right, that's through here.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
We do find out who the woman is, yes, Welsh friend, but I'm not going to tell you. So it'll spoil it. What if the mysterious woman in the Fade were Dame Judi Dench? That would be interesting. I like Judi Dench. Her interviews with Graham Norton are always hilarious because she always just, like, forgets what films she was in and what characters she played. And Olivia Colman does the same. She just, like, forgets what her characters were and things like that. And, yeah. They're always quite funny. And the one where she was on with the, Judi Dench was on with, when they did, Murder on the Orient Express. And the whole cast, well, the most famous members amongst the cast, went on Graham Norton. That interview was just hilarious. Anyway, am I ready? Yeah, can I even get up there? Because you might have noticed I'm a bit short.
I'm not sure how to even start getting up to that thing.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Feel it? and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Okay, check you have the best equipment, says Fred. That is a very, very, very good idea, Frederick, my darling. Right. Okay. Herald and army longbow is better than what I've got on. Hunting longbow. Wait, what? Hunting longbow is what I've got equipped, right? I think. Yeah. I think. Yeah, so I'll put that one on instead. Right. Yeah, this is a very confusing inventory system. Honestly, there's just so much about this game that yeah, no. Armor. I could put a hat on. Oh, that's a different mercenary coat with a better rating. That one. Is that the one I've now got on? Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ, honestly. I could put a Templar hat on. Put a Scout hat on. Oh. Covers up my beautiful hair. Can I move? Can I move? Can I, yes. What am I trying to say? Yes, absolutely. Can I, hide helmets? That's what I was going to say. Options. Gameplay. Not gameplay. Interface. Hide helmet. Boop. Here we go. And yes. I'm back. And back.
It is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
Will I Am and Miriam Margulies. Yeah, people talk about that one a lot for Graham Norton. I mean, Miriam Margulies is always hilarious, whoever she's on with. But I liked Julie Walters and 50 Cent. That was hilarious. When they started talking about oral sex, honestly. I mean, Julie Walters is just brilliant anyway, isn't she? You know what I love about Julie Walters is that she's so... I mean, she's actually like a Hollywood actress, but she's one of those Hollywood actresses where you don't really think of her as a Hollywood actress. I mean, she spent most of her time just on normal British telly, but she actually became quite a big star. But then at the same time, she's just so normal. Like, she's so down to earth, you feel like you could just live next door to her. You know what I mean? Like, I work with about 10 Julie Walters. Like, you know, she's just so... I don't know, she's just brilliant, but honestly, she's... Yeah. But she was on with... I can't remember if it was the same one. But there was one where she was on with Jessie J. I don't think it was the same one. I think it was a different one. And there's one bit where Graham's trying to ask her stuff, and she's just like, oh, just leave me alone, Graham. That was quite funny as well. Whatever happened to Jessie J? Is she still a thing? I used to love Jessie J when I was a teenager. I idolised her. Remember when she shaved her hair off for charity? I was flipping heartbroken. She had the most beautiful hair ever, and she shaved it off for, I think it was like Children in Need or Comic Relief or something. I think it was Children in Need. And I was literally like crying watching it, and my mother thought I was mental. I was like, she's shaving her hair off. Anyway, sorry. Yes, we're meant to be trying to save the world, aren't we? I'm getting a bit distracted. Right. Oh dear. Right, so... Oh! You want to say something, Varric? Yep.
Red lyrium seeker.
I see it, Frederick.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Yeah, a bit of red lyrium there.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
Of course, we recognise the other voice, don't we, guys? We recognise the other voice from Dragon Age 2, right? Guys, we know who that is, right? Just drop a quick save, because this battle does get a bit horsey. Boop.
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Hold them!
We have an intruder. Slay the dwarf.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
Okay. Alright. Alright, it's alright. We can put a few arrows in him. Then do the thing.
Strip its defenses. Wear it down.
Yeah. See how undramatic it is, though? Like, this does not feel dramatic at all. The music isn't dramatic. The sound effects aren't dramatic. Like, they don't even have decent sound effects for, like, you know, the bow being drawn and everything. Also, he's got his armor up and nothing we're doing seems to be touching him, like, at all. Which is interesting. He's probably got, like, resistances and stuff, but I can't remember how you look at them. Disrupt the rift, disrupt the rift, disrupt the rift, disrupt the rift, disrupt the rift. How can I disrupt the rift? I don't have a thing to disrupt the rift. I literally don't have an option to disrupt the rift. At all.
Quickly! Disrupt the rift!
It's not giving me the option to disrupt the rift, Cassandra. Sorry, love. Anyway. Sandra's low health. Well, take a health poultice then, love. You shouldn't need me to tell you these things. Jesus Christ. I'm not your bloody mother.
Quickly! Disrupt the rift!
Ah, there we go. I've now got to disrupt the rift thing. There we go.
The demon is vulnerable. Now!
Oh, disrupt the rift again.
More coming through the rift.
It's very, see, it's just undramatic, isn't it? It's just like, it's not even. Oh, it's just boring. It's almost like they wanted the combat to be boring. Cassandra, take another health poultice, love. Like, how man? What are you playing at? Should we play Solus for a bit? That might be exciting. Ah, but I can't disrupt the rift as Solus, can I? That's all that have to be me. Oh, Cassandra might die. Disrupt the rift, man! Just do it. Jesus Christ. The trouble is I can get attacked mid-disrupt. causes problems. There we go. The music's even gone up now. It's like the game doesn't give a fuck. It's like the game's just like, I don't really care. Game's having one of those days, you know when you go to work and you can't be arsed and you're just kind of like, oh, fuck it, man. It's the kind of day that the game's having. Frederick! Health Poultice! Solus, you can have one as well. You can have one. That's almost all of our health poultices, but it should be enough, right? Let's see if I can disrupt this rift again. Ow. That wasn't very nice. I'm trying to disrupt a rift here. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I've lost the direction. Come back in a minute, quickly. Oh, there it is. Boop. No, Cassandra's gonna die again. Should we let Cassandra have our last health bonus? Or do you think she'll make it to the end? I'll let her have one last health bonus. You can have the last one, love. There you go. Oh, just die. Crying out loud. Just die. See what I mean? Boring, innit? Bloody hell, have you ever seen such a boring flipping boss battle? There we go.
Oh. I didn't know you were awake. I swear.
Okay, it's alright. Why are you afraid? Where am I? Yeah, it's alright, love.
Don't worry about it. I
beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
Yeah, they're pleased.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Okay. Yep. They're all gonna stop worshipping me now. So that's a thing. You know what? I've never played an Inquisitor who accepts that they're the Herald of Andraste. I've always been like, no, I'm not the Herald of Andraste, because it just feels weird to go, ah, yes, I'm the Herald of Andraste. But anyway. Oh, I got some sexy DLC armors. Patient observations. Vain hope. Someone better at this than me takes over before the survivor expires. Notes in case. Day 1. Clammy, shallow breathing. Pulse over fast. Not responsive. Pupils dilated. Mage says her scarring mark is thrumming with unknown magic. Wish we could station a Templar in here just in case. Yeah, so that was when, you know, I was unconscious with the mark and everything. I've got a very nice bed, though. Oh my god, my laptop screen keeps going off and then coming back on. My laptop better not be on the way out. I swear to God, I'm not fucking buying another one. Chill out, laptop. Chill out. Right, anyway. Right. Hi!
That's her. That's the Herald of Andraste.
Yep.
They said when she came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over her.
Hush.
Yeah.
We shouldn't disturb her.
Uh-huh.
Why did Lady Cassandra have her in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
It's complicated. We were all frightened after the explosion at the Conclave.
It isn't complicated. Andraste herself blessed her.
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
Okay. Seriously, this freaking laptop screen, will you just stop, man? Because the trouble is, if the laptop goes off, I can't read the chat. So, you know, that's a problem.
Blessings upon you, Herald
Unless I open it up on my phone, which would be annoying. Fucking thing, I swear to God. I wonder if it's the,
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just. Now that's interesting. I shut down the.
They could be with you.
I shut down the web browser and it stopped doing it. Huh? Odd. Now I've lost the chat, so I'll have to just go back into it. Just bear with me, darlings. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. You know.
They could be with you.
Talk about whatever you feel like. You know, chocolate or cats or, you know, tits. You know, just the average Magpie conversation topics. There we go, there we go. Ah, the chat's back. There we go. Hopefully it's going to behave itself. Right. Right.
They could be with you.
Oh, can I go in here?
That's her. She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I heard she was supposed to close it entirely. Still, it's more than anyone else has done. Demons would have had us otherwise.
Well, that was almost gratitude, wasn't it?
Still a lot of rifts left all over. Little cracks in the sky.
Less thrashing, some response to stimulus, vitals seem solid. 2 attempts so far by locals to break into the chantry to kill my patient. I wonder why his notes are scattered about the place. You think he would keep them all in one place, wouldn't you? Good luck sealing those rifts. Should we talk about cats or tits? Chocolate cats or tits? How about chocolate on tits? There's a conversation topic. Hi.
Frederick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
Yep. Boop. Oh, look at the chantry. So this is the chantry that we came into in Origins. Yeah, it's weird. Haven looks different, doesn't it, to what it looked like in Origins, but you know. It's the Chant of Light.
Have you gone completely mad? She should be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe she is guilty.
The dwarf failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, she intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
Yeah, a very good distinction there, Cassandra. Right, let's go in there, crush the party, shall we?
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Whipped cream, yes. Chocolate, no. Really? You're not into chocolate on tits, Fred? The thing with chocolate is, You see, whipped cream you can just lick off. Chocolate you have to suck off. I can't believe I just said that. Oh, I just said that live on the internet. It's alright, there's only 2 people watching according to YouTube, which is just Fred and Welsh friends, so you know, it's fine. We're all friends here, aren't we? Right. I did what I could. I'm still a suspect. You want my help again? I did what I could, guys. Alright, I tried my best.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone Most Holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
Oh, Brenda's still here as well. Okay. They're just... YouTube's just lying to me then. That's alright. There could be, hundreds of people watching. Who knows? And I've just sat here talking about sucking chocolate on tits. That breaks the YouTube guidelines, talking about sucking chocolate off of tits. Right, okay. I'm not a chosen one. Which is like, thinky brainness. What more do you want? Which is like, crossy armsness, like aggressiveness probably. Are you serious? Which is like punchy people in the faceness. You believe I'm innocent? Which is like, oh my god, you believe I'm innocent? Or are you sure? Okay. I'm gonna say I'm not a chosen one. Because like, you know, I don't think Thea is going to be the kind of person who's going to be like, I am the Herald of Andraste. She's going to be like, whoa, guys, chill out, man. I'm just a lass who, you know, did our best in an awkward situation.
You realize I'm a dwarf, right?
I have not forgotten. No matter what you are or what you believe, you are exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
Okay. I love this bit so much. Yeah, what's the Inquisition of old?
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
Yeah, what about the Chantry?
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
Okay, you want a holy war?
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
She's got great eyebrows, Cassandra, hasn't she? Yeah, what if I refuse?
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
So they're not going to rebuild the circle, asks Welsh Friend. Well, that's for me to decide, because I'm going to, you know, lead them. And I get to decide whether they rebuild the circle or not. So, yes. It's up to me. I want to help. This is rather strange. I agree for now. You know what? Theodora's a good egg. She just wants to help.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Did she actually grab Cassandra's hand there or not? Because it looked like she didn't. It looked like it was animated for somebody taller. I've got little chills. As much as I complain about this game, I do like it. Right. Report to Haven's Chandlery. And I've got a better outfit. Look how sexy I look. That's much better than the starting armour, right? Much better than the starting armour. Right, okay. I just need to do a quick level up. We could auto level up. Should we auto level up? I really don't like the leveling in Inquisition at all. Explosive shot, sure, let's do that. Why not? I don't know. Be fine, probably. Right. We'll put a proper save in. Right, okay, should we take a quick break? Welsh Friend just got shivers. I know, right? This game will do that to you. It's a good one. Right, okay, yeah. We'll take a quick break. We'll put the kitten break screen on. Boop. I shall be back momentarily. Right. So. Oh, dear me. Sorry. I'm like 95% phlegm still. It's worse when I'm talking. Right, so we've got little quests that have popped up on our little quest map. Including you. Hi.
If you've got lyrium to sell, Commander Cullen is handling all purchases. Oh, you're her. Thrin, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Okay, so what's your job?
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How did you end up here?
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Magpie, best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. King Alistair offered my services to the Inquisition, probably to get rid of me.
Yeah, she's a Loghain supporter, so you know. I'm glad you believe in him. No wonder you're unpopular. Loghain is a traitor. I mean, I don't think that we'd have much of an opinion on Loghain, because, like, we're from Ostwick, and we're a criminal. You know, we were in the Carter. I don't think we're gonna, you know, care that much. Yeah, no wonder you were unpopular.
That attitude, I can't imagine how you made enemies in Denerim.
People just don't want to hear the truth. I was at Ostagar, and I know what really happened. King Kaelan overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting the signal.
Oh,
Following
sod
the
you.
original plan would have got everyone killed. Loghain made the right decision. I apologise. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
Caused a civil war for no reason. During a blight. Like, how? Okay, tell me about requisitions.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Herrick can get our troops better weapons.
Okay, how do I fill special orders?
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Okay.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Inspect requisitions. So, Inquisition weapons. Our soldiers require additional weapons. They are to be effective, so I need one logging stand. Yeah, so you find stuff out in the world and then you can, you know, get requisitions and stuff like that. It gets your stuff. There was another one, wasn't there? Where's my map gone? There it is. There it is. No, that's just pointing me there. There was another one, right? I'm sure there was another one like over in this direction. Am I imagining things? No, there it is. I'm assuming it's in the building, is it? I can't even remember what it is. Oh, I remember what this one is. I remember. Oh, those are the Kirkwall eagle things, aren't they? Weird. Apothecary. Find recipes for exploration or visiting merchants. Visit an apothecary with herbs you gather in the wilderness to upgrade potions. Use the equip station to assign different potions to each of your party members and to replenish the potions you are carrying. Yeah.
Segret told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Fine. We'll gather our own. Tell Segret he better hope he doesn't need a salve anytime soon.
It's really pissing me off that it highlights stuff to loot, but then it doesn't let you loot it unless you're facing it. It was really fucking annoying me. Hi.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
Yeah, we've met.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
Thank you, I've had better days. We're not done yet. Thank you, my darling. We're playing Thea as, like, you know, quite a nice person, I think.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the work. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Okay, how are things?
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
And you're a bit cranky.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are few around who can help.
And how do I order potions?
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Okay. Oh yeah, you've got like limited slots and stuff, don't you? I remember this. Oh, that was another thing they added. They were trying to make it like more strategic and like tactical. And the way they did that was to like limit your healing, so like your health doesn't regenerate, for example. And mages can't heal anymore, which is stupid because that goes against the law of the world, which is just annoying. And then you've got like limited amounts of health potions and stuff that you can carry. But then to compensate for that, they brought in all of these other abilities like barrier. So like your mages can put a barrier around everybody, which basically just like, you know, it's like puts a shield over your health. And then warriors can put armor on. So like, but it like puts armor like across the health bar. They sort of like somehow, you know, make their armor more armory. I don't know. But sometimes mages can get that ability as well from certain different things. So like you've got all of these things that you can put over your health so that the enemies can't get to your health. And by the time you reach a high enough level, basically the enemies can never touch your health at all. So it's actually in many ways made it less strategic. And it's just very weird. I just don't understand why they did it. Regeneration potion restores 26 health every 2 seconds for 60 seconds. Okay. That's I'd never actually used the regeneration potion because it's not actually that useful. But anyway, that's a quest I completed though, so that's good. Right. Report to Haven's Chantry. Let's go and have a little gander with everybody. Meet our advisors and whatnot.
Does it trouble you?
I want it gone. It's fine. Where does it come from? Not anymore. It didn't close the breach. Right, so that's aggressive. That's stoic. That's, I don't know, intelligent. Something like that. Thoughtful, maybe? That's emotional. What do I want to go for? I don't know, I'm still figuring her out. She was thoughtful.
I just wish I knew what it was. Or how I got it.
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Sounds dangerous, sounds like fun. You have an idea. You have an idea?
Clearly you have something in mind.
We do. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
I love them so much. I love my advisors. Right, a pleasure, impressive titles. Why am I here? Impressive titles.
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Okay. Yeah, they still think I did it.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you a dwarf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Yeah, Herald of Andraste.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading.
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I like it, it's unnerving, they're wrong, I don't know. Should we go with I don't know for now, maybe? Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure how I should feel.
The Chantry has decided that for you, it seems.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
Okay. Could we be attacked so I'm the problem? The breach doesn't worry them. Yeah, the breach doesn't worry them.
They aren't more concerned about the breach? The real threat?
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Okay, sure, I'll talk to her.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
This is our map. Yes, operations. The war table allows you to apply the power of the Inquisition through Orlais and Ferelden. Mother Giselle is in the hinterlands, which can be found on the Ferelden side of the map. Good. The Inquisition can unlock new areas for you to explore through scouting operations. Perform the scouting operation for the hinterlands on the Ferelden side of the war table. No, okay. Scout the hinterlands. Mother Giselle was last seen in the hinterlands, outside Redcliffe, tending refugees.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate?
Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
Yeah, also the advisors just talk to each other while you're at the war table, which is actually really cool. The latest reports suggest that the vicious struggle between the two groups has spread to the hinterlands, catching the refugees and Mother Giselle in the middle. It's vital to protect her and, if possible, restore order to the area. Yeah. So, and then you have, like, options as to, like, which one of your advisors you want to deal with it, but some of them are locked. So, like, this one, Liliana is the only one who can do it. If Giselle dies, any hope of Chantry support dies with her. My scouts will slip past the fighting, find her, and protect her with their lives. There we go. But like on most operations, you'll be able to like pick which one you want to deal with it, and each one will have like a different solution, and each solution will have a different outcome. It's really cool. It's really cool. I realise I've spent most of this live stream complaining about Inquisition and all of the things that it gets wrong, but it really does get some of them right. So, there we go. Also, Viral Effects is here. Hello, Viral Effects. Yeah, let's get the Hiltlands. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we'd feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting leads. Scout Harding! I love Scout Harding. Voiced by Liliana from... not Liliana. Liara. That's Liliana. Liara from Mass Effect. Yeah, we'll not travel there right now. You now have access to missions! Mission operations take time and bring the Inquisition resources and rewards. Only one mission per advisor can be active at a time. Some missions have a preferred type, which results in less time required when undertaken by the associated advisor. Missions may also provide different rewards depending on which advisor completes them. Sorry, the chat's making me laugh. Right, yeah, we've got operations. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, so we need, like, power to scout places. And we don't have any power at the minute because we used our power to scout the hinterlands. But we will get power from stuff. So, what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Oh, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. Right, okay. Dress and nobleman's concerns. Herald! How amazing, right? Before we go on, how amazing is Liliana's tarot card? So in Inquisition, every character has a tarot card. Liliana's, I want that as a tattoo. But I don't want that exactly as a tattoo. I want a tattoo inspired by that. That's what I want. I don't want just that as a tattoo. I want something like that as a tattoo. But yeah. But I can't afford it at the minute, so you know, I've got plenty of time to think about it. Anyway, right, Herald, your Inquisition says it's for order against chaos. Reason in darkness. If you stand by this, come forth and drive the heretics from my land. They claim to be refugees, but I have seen elves and apostates among them, filthy savages tearing at our roots. Our monarch refuses to send forth armies, and my own knights were decimated at the conclave. I require your aid to return peace to my lands. Yeah, prove your loyalty, and I will see you richly rewarded for your faith. Praise the light, Lord Kildarn of Ferelden. So this one's going to take 20 minutes, and we can either... Josephine, ah yes, Lord Kildarn, a pariah even among his peers. Let us send a polite refusal and nothing more. Liliana, we can take advantage of his raving. My spies can harass the refugees into moving somewhere else to win Lord Kildarn's favour. Or Cullen, we could send a few patrols, but I would prefer that they help the refugees, not this lord. Yeah. See, whoops! I did that completely accidentally. Apparently, Liliana's doing it. Great, wonderful, brilliant. I didn't mean to do that, but okay, we're letting Liliana deal with that apparently. But yeah, they're not easy decisions to make, these operations, because like a lot of the time, you're just sort of like, I don't know what the right thing to do is. But apparently we've put Liliana on there, you know, totally by accident. I would probably have picked Cullen actually, but okay. Anyway, whoa! There's a cat on the back of my chair. Jesus flipping Christ. That scared the life out of me, Puds. You alright? You okay? Are you coming to join work? I can't see my screen now because you're there. That's unfortunate. Should we put cat cam on? Here we go. Put cat cam on. Oh god, there goes my keyboard. That's probably how the real Pope makes decisions. What, just by accident? Oh dear. You know they're creating a new sin, a new deadly sin. There's going to be a new one, which is like... I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it's like damaging the environment. It's going to be a sin. Ecological harm or something like that. Because you know the sins, so there's like lust and wrath and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, they're making a new one for climate change. Damaging the environment is going to be a deadly sin. How cool is that? Okay. Right, okay. Oh my god. Cat, will you just stay still? Stay still. Just sit there and look pretty. Right. To whom it concerns, the Turnier of High Ever wishes to convey our deepest sympathies on the death of Divine Justinia V. The Most Holy was incomparable in her wisdom and dedication to peace, and we had high hopes that her conclave would succeed. We will hold a vigil in High Ever in remembrance of Justinia and cordially invite the Inquisition to attend. Sincerely turned Fergus Cousland. Oh, Fergus, I like Fergus. So, Leliana would write to him, but she's busy on another mission at the moment. Josephine, we should send a diplomatic attaché and some of the Templars who knew the Divine. Or Cullen, we have a number of Ferelden officers we could send an honour guard to High Ever. Well, knowing how the Fereldans typically are, I think, you know, sending an honour guard would probably be the best option, wouldn't it? I mean, the Fereldans aren't really much into, like, diplomats and whatnot, are they? But send an honour guard. Yeah, we'll do that, why not?
All right.
That's going to take 10 minutes. And the Carter gets its cut. This is going to be a personal one to me, isn't it? I'm guessing. Kadash, sorry about that lyrium deal at the Conclave going sideways. When I said I expected the talks to blow up, that wasn't what I meant. At least you made it out of there in one piece. You always did have strange luck. I'm not saying where I am now. Let's call it somewhere safe enough and leave the prying eyes guessing. The Dashers looking for you. Well, for both of us, but mostly you. Angry as a drunk. Bronto. Cat. We just leave the camera alone. He thinks you ran off with his lyrium, Solrocker, and now you're hiding from the Carter behind a wall of Inquisition muscle. I'd be careful if I were you. Lantos. Okay, so this is like, you know, to do with me personally. Josephine, we can't openly negotiate with the Carter, but we might get Osmar's ambassador to do so on our behalf. This Carter could be useful to us. We should arrange a payoff. We can subdue this branch of the Carter with little difficulty. I don't want to put Josephine on it, so we'll leave that one for now. Right, Ruffles. That's Varric's nickname for Josephine, by the way. I need a favour. Actually, let's call it a loan since I'll pay it back. I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me that Hardin Hightown 3, the repudgeoning, interesting, appeared in print from an Antivan print. Will you leave the camera alone? It's there to document your beauty. Just leave it be, Puds. Jesus, they want to see you. If you're going to disrupt the live stream, at least let them look at you. Appeared in print from an Antivan printer a couple of weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate this horror. The horror that is that title. I had my contacts in the Merchants Guild look for the author a couple of years back. The best they could find out after spending a couple of hundred gold was that Pyrrell Bellenforth is a pen name. I could have told them that for free. You've got contacts with the Antivan print houses, maybe you could find out more than the guild. Yeah. So there's somebody who's like, you know, plagiarising Varric's work. He's doing like, you know, writing sequels to his books and things like that, and he's not into it. Right, so Leliana would send the Antivan crows after him, which is interesting, or Josephine could ask a friend in Antivan City to look into this matter, I suppose. Yeah, sure, Josie. You get right on that. There's cat will stop bloody faffing with the bloody camera. Just leave it be, alright? Just leave it be. Right, there we go. So all of my advisors are now busy doing stuff. So, should we have a wander around the camp? We're not in a dungeon, you can use the quest. Yeah, I know, game, I know. Chill out. Relax. Calm thyself. Travel to the hinterlands to speak to Mother Giselle. Or we could just have a wander around the camp, couldn't we? See what's what. Have a little talk to everybody. Meet everyone. There's Solus High.
The chosen of Andraste. The blessed heroes sent to save us all.
Yeah, sounds dashing.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffin, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
You study ancient ruins.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
How can you sleep there?
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins? Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I mean, not in my experience, love. I've had bad experiences with giant spiders. That's impressive, that's valuable, that's dangerous. That is impressive.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. It's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a major rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodated, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra will protect you. We have bigger problems. Your fears don't matter. Cassandra will protect you.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought.
I mean, for one thing, there isn't a circle, so you know.
Either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Right, okay, unfortunately, can I can't walk around by right-clicking, can I? It's just I put my keyboard on the floor. Because there's a cat where my keyboard is supposed to be, so I'm having to, like, keep it on my knee, but it's a bit awkward. What am I supposed to do? Look at the size of him, he's bloody huge. You're huge, Scorpsies. You're massive. Right. Davros is here. Hello, my darling. Oh. What? What you heard? What you heard, love? Hey? What's the matter? Cats, they sometimes just freak out for absolutely no reason. Right, okay. Shall we peek in here? Boop. Oh, the Rounded Dojo Quarterly. Yep.
Are we going to have new verses in the Chant of Light now? With the Herald of Andraste telling
You missed the important chocolate versus whipped cream licking off breasts debate. Yeah, would you rather lick whipped cream off of tits or suck chocolate off of tits? This was a very important discussion we were having, Davros. I think, did Viral Effects miss that one as well? Yeah. Varric, hello Varric.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Hawk wouldn't have. Let's face it. I'm just glad to be alive. I can barely keep up. This is all bullshit. I'm fine. Too many people died up there. I'm just glad to be alive.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
Chocolate is going to stick and it's going to take more effort. Exactly! That's exactly my point. Okay, what if I phrase this another way? Would you rather... I can't believe I'm going to say this. Do you know what? I'm not going to say it. It's fine. You see, Davros is right. You have a bit of each on each, you see. There we go. But personally, chocolate, right? You know, I'm always going to choose chocolate over whipped cream. Oh, dear. And you know what? I like that we're all comfortable enough with each other that we can have these discussions. Right, why did you stay?
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
Ooh, Nutella. I've never thought of Nutella. Oh, now I'm making plans in my brain. I was fortunate. What did he even say? I wasn't listening. I was thinking about chocolate on tits. Right, okay. I was fortunate. It hasn't sunk in yet. We need to close the breach. I was fortunate.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Get some bread in there. No. Crumbs. Right? That's not a place you want crumbs. No. You don't want crumbs anywhere near you while naked. That's... No. They get in places you don't want them. Right. Fucking hell. Conversations we have. Jesus Christ. Hi. You okay? Yeah. Right. Where are we going? Colin is ready to report in. Return to the war table for a reward. Don't some of the later war table operations take like literally 24 hours or something like that? I'm sure some of them take like, you know.
That's an excellent point, recruit. But if someone comes to lay siege to us, perhaps it will be best for us to have some means to fight back.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I love the little conversations that you hear around the place. I think they're so much better than like the stuff that... That is something that I think Inquisition did better, was like ambient conversations and stuff like that. And just generally like the feel of the world. I think the world itself is more immersive. Even if the gameplay is shit, but you know. Sorry, I'm still giggling about our silly conversations, what we have. Oh dear. I could never become a popular YouTuber, could I? I would get in too much trouble, I think. Let's just climb this mountain for reasons. Why not? There might be something at the top. There is nothing at the top. Well, we climbed a mountain. Now we feel tall. We're not tall, but we feel tall. Ooh, 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 it's some elf root. I love myself some elf root. Boop. Oh, we've made Fred hungry. For what, Fred? What is it you're hungry for? Right. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm just having a wander around. I don't really want to embark on the hinterlands today. How long have we been going? Like 3 hours. I think we'll have a tour around camp. We'll sort of, you know, meet everybody, talk to everybody, do all of our stuff, and then we'll probably wrap it up. And then next time we can, like, you know, start on the hinterlands.
Still got demons pouring out of the rifts.
Okay. That seemed like it was going to be more of a conversation than that, but apparently not. This is my room. This is just a random room with nothing in it.
You're worried about the rift. I understand that.
These two are having a very weird, stilted conversation. It keeps seeming like it's going to be more of a conversation than what it actually is, but okay. God, there's just like nothing in any of these rooms. Like, what's the point of them? What's the point of them if there's no in them? Right, go through here. There's a big frozen lake, isn't there, that we can go and walk on? Yeah, I like the big frozen lake. And then this is where we craft stuff.
Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry. It needs better horses. I heard Seeker Pentecost might try to acquire suitable mounts from Master Dennett in the hinterlands.
Oh, and who are you to be fishing around for what the higher-ups are doing?
Back in Ansburg, my uncle was 5th Praetor.
And what's that mean for you back in Arnsberg?
Honestly, about as much as it does here.
Hey, bless. Right.
I thought you and your men might be working up a thirst. She sent me over to see if you needed anything.
We're fine, thank you.
Yeah, I also like that, like, there's little messengers that, like, just run messages around the place. That's quite cute. Boop, 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 boop. Hi.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harrington. Everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Yeah, quite well.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. The world's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Okay. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of questions. Okay. Can you improve my equipment?
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. If you find a new piece, Poldred or Greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Do you have any designs?
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have all you want just outside.
Okay. So, you can find, like, designs for things out in the world. And then, once you've completed the game once... Now, I've never completed the game on PC. I've completed the game plenty of times on console. But I've not completed it here, unfortunately, because once you've completed it once, you can then start like a new game plus, where you get to keep all of your designs. But yeah, we're gonna have to actually, you know, go around the world and, you know, get new designs, because at the minute I've only got a few. I don't have all of them. But yeah. But so ooh, that's a bit sexy, isn't it? Ooh, showing off that six pack. Yeah, so we can create different things, and then depending on what you craft them out of, they'll have different what's the word I'm looking for? You know, stuff. So like you'll have different materials. So like, for example, if I do that, right? Yes, I know. Just go away, man. Jesus Christ. Then we click on that. Go away. And then I can choose which one to, like, you know, do. And I mean, it looks different for starters, so you can make them look nice. But then, like, each one will have, see, down at the bottom, it's got like different things that it's giving you. So that one gives us, that one gives +1 to cunning, that one gives +1 to dexterity, that one gives +2 critical damage, that one gives +1 critical chance, blah 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 blah. So like you really can just create completely, you know, unique armors and stuff like that. It's very cool. I like the crafting. But I don't need anything right at this moment. Yeah, and then you can do the same with weapons. Over here, and you can name them and everything. It's really cool. Oh yeah, I can make a longbow with onyx, which will give me what? Chance to stagger. Yeah, so then you can, like, you know, you can craft your own weapons and stuff, and you can give them names and things. It's nice. What accent is that blacksmith? I don't know, let's speak to him again. Say something. I think he's kind of southern, isn't he?
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothring. Long gone now. I was in Redcliffe.
Oh no, he's more sort of...
During the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boot. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
No, he is. He's kind of London, isn't he? I think. Lucky, sure.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
Yeah, sort of East Endy, I think, kind of. Not like full-on Cockney, but like slightly East Endy, I think, kind of. Let's get him to talk a bit more.
Who outfits the Inquisition's soldiers?
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up.
Yeah.
If you want to help the troops,
East Endy, yeah.
she'll set up requisitions.
But not like really strong Cockney, but like, you know, probably more like what actual people sound like. Hi, you okay? You're completely blocking my screen there, love. Can't see now, because you're in the way. You just looked at me like, wait, what are you going to do about it, like? Is my face bothered? I want to get that crusty bit out your eye. You're going to let me get the crusty bit out your eye. There we go. There we go. There you go. Should put the camera on you rather than me. I don't like it when the camera's on me. That's right. You give them a good sniff. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, are you going? Are you going? Are you going? He's going. Okay. There we go. Right. Oh my god, I can put my keyboard back where it's supposed to be. Right, yeah.
Right.
So... Jump. Have a little peek in here. Yeah, we're just going to have a little wander around and just, like, you know, get our bearings and everything, and then we'll wrap it up here, and then we'll start the hinterlands tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. We're not live streaming tomorrow. Next week is what I was going to say. Not tomorrow. Got shit to do tomorrow, man. Yeah. Loot the iron, love. Loot the iron. There we go. Go. Imagine if you were just walking around in the real world and you just saw some iron just sticking out of a rock and you were like, you know what, I'll just have that iron. Imagine if that was a thing. This was the bridge we walked across at the beginning, wasn't it? Boop. I don't think we can get through those doors, can we? No. We can get down onto the lake somehow, though. Black note. Summer stone. Oh, these are corpses that I'm walking on. Do you think that's disrespectful? Do you think it's disrespectful of me to just be like walking across these quite obvious corpses? Probably. You know. Oh dear. Maybe to be fair, I think it's quite disrespectful that I've just bloody left them up there. You know, I mean, at least like bury them or burn them or something. Something on my back. Oh, it's a nog! Oh, hello, little nog! Hello! I think you can kill them, can't you? For, you know, to get their skin to craft armour out of, but we're not going to do that. Hello! Oh, you're so cute! You're so cute! Yes, you are. You little nuggies. Yeah. Well, sometimes they get accidentally killed mid-battle, don't they? Then you can skin them. But I don't like actually, you know, hunting them. I feel bad. Yeah, there's a big frozen lake we can go and walk on. I have to say that the dwarves don't look as dwarfy, do they? I mean, they do when they're next to other people, but when you just look at her like that, she doesn't sort of, you know, look particularly dwarfy, does she? Anyway, we'll have a wander around. I know there's crafting stuff around here somewhere. Can I get up there? Do you let me up there, game? Come on, game. Come on. Come on. Attaboy. Or girl. Do you think the game's a boy or a girl? See, I think Dragon Age 2 is a boy, but Inquisition I would say maybe a girl. Don't even know what I'm talking about. No idea what I'm saying. What the hell was that? That sounded like a dragon! Or is it the breach? It might be the breach. It might be the breach making noises. That sounded like a dragon, right? Did anybody else hear a dragon? Was that just me? Maybe that was just me. Maybe I'm going mad. Maybe I'm going mad. I need to check that I've got the DLCs installed. I'm just thinking. Because, yeah, I'm just thinking the Black Emporium should have come up on the map, right? Isn't that a thing? Is that the music? That might be the music that I was mistaking for a dragon. As you do. Yeah. Should we have a chat with Cassandra? Wherever she is. She's around here somewhere, isn't she? And so's Cullen. Yeah, Cullen's there. Where's Cassandra? I'm sure she hangs out around here, doesn't she? Oh, there she is. Hello, love. You're impressive. Are you alright? You need stronger dummies. What's that supposed to be with me? Yeah, we can stop flirting with her. She's not into girls, though. But I'll tell you what's funny. If you flirt with her as a woman, because she's not into women, eventually it'll get to the point where she will, like, tactfully approach you and be like, I'm flattered, but I'm not into women. But I once played an Inquisitor who had, like, flirted with her a little bit, because sometimes, like, the flirt lines don't actually sound that flirty a lot of the time. sometimes, I mean, some of them, they actually do just sound like, you know, the best thing to say. And if you're going to go into a romance with somebody else, it's like, you may as well just use those flirt lines if they sound better, and then you go into the romance with another person, and like, you know, as long as you're in the romance with that person, nothing's going to happen with Cassandra, because that's how the game works. Once you're in a romance with one person, nothing is going to happen with anybody else, until you know, unless you break it off with them. Well, I had one Inquisitor, and I'd used a few of the flirt lines on Cassandra. And then romanced Blackwall. And I won't spoil anything about Blackwall, but let's just say it didn't end well. And he was no longer in the party. And I went to talk to Cassandra, and literally the first conversation we had after what happened to Blackwall was the conversation where she was like, you know, I'm flattered that you've been flirting with me, but I'm not really into it. And I was like, it was so funny as a player, because I was like, you know, it's quite a traumatic thing that has just happened, considering that me and Blackwall were lovers, and that's the first conversation that you have with me afterwards. Like, really? It was quite a funny moment. Anyway, yes. Are you alright, Cassandra?
Worried? Is it that obvious?
I'm afraid so.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
Okay. What do you believe?
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
I love conversations with Cassandra. I think she has some of the best dialogue. Some of the best lines come out of Cassandra with that, like that whole they'll stand in the fire and complain that it's hot. You don't think I'm chosen? What will happen next? It was foolish. Yeah, you don't think I'm chosen?
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
What happens next?
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can.
Great shot of the grass we've got there.
After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them.
Bloody cameraman needs sucking, doesn't he? Jesus.
The price is not too high.
You had to do it. It was foolish. It's not too late to do it back. You had to do it, Cassandra.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
You had cause.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
Ah, now. Yes, this is an awkward one. Especially when you're playing as a dwarf. Like, why would a dwarf believe in the Maker? Why? Like, there's no reason for a dwarf to believe in the Maker.
You're asking a dwarf?
You're a surface dwarf. I've known some, like Varric, who... I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Okay, and something else about Inquisition that you have to be careful about is little conversations like that can actually affect how certain things turn out in the game. Because, like, there are certain stances that you have to take. Like, you either believe in the Maker or you don't. You either believe that you're the Herald of Andraste or you don't. when it comes to the point of you actually becoming the Inquisitor, you know, there's certain things like you're either ruling because you want power or you're ruling because you want to restore order. Like, there's just certain stances that you have to take. And little conversations like that can actually have a knock-on effect of how the game turns out. Or how certain parts of the game turn out. Like, for example, who ends up becoming divine. I've got a big list, actually, of all of the things that affect who becomes divine. Because, like, there's a choice between 3 people that can become divine. But you don't just get to choose. You do not, as the player, get to go, I want that one to be divine. Instead, it's like decided by a lot of little decisions made throughout the course of the game, and little things like options that you pick during conversations and stuff like that, that just change the way that the world views you. So if you say to Cassandra, you know, I don't believe in the Maker, that might have a little knock-on effect. Because, you know, at that point you've established yourself as an Inquisitor who doesn't believe in the Maker. And, you know, that might have a little knock-on effect. I mean, I don't think that one actually does, but, like, theoretically. Might have a little knock-on effect as to, you know, how the world views you, and therefore how certain things in the game turn out. You know. So, yeah, which is quite cool. I quite like that. But yeah, so I've got, like, a big page printed out of, like, all of the things that affect who becomes divine in the end. So I can, like, plan it. But if you're just playing the game, normally, then at the end, you know, one of the 3 will become divine. But you don't really have an actual... I mean, you can support what... You can choose which one to support. And giving them your support makes it more likely that they'll become divine, but not necessarily. Because, you know, you don't actually get to choose who the divine is. Instead, it you know, happens as a result of various, you know, choices that you've made. And I like that. I think that's cool. Oh, there's Lizette.
We cannot stay here.
Why not?
Because we're Templars.
What does that even mean anymore? That we splinter and fight amongst ourselves instead of protecting the mages?
Better that than stay here with this Inquisition.
You're awfully quick to dismiss the people who saved your life, Frederick.
Yeah, I like Lizette. She's just a little side character who literally just turns up here and you can talk to her a bit. She's one of those characters that, like, I wish, you know, she was in it a bit more.
You're the one they're calling the Herald.
Yes. Is that a problem? Against my will. Yes, I am.
It rather rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
No. Your people believe in the stone and have never been friendly to the Chantry. I did not join the Order to adjust my fate so easily, but I appreciate what the Inquisition is trying to do, and your role. Though you may find not many Templars do. We're a distrustful lot by nature.
Well, that's not your fault. That's mostly because that's the way the Chantry's made you. Yeah, tell me about the Templars.
I like your take on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from the dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
Yeah, you're staying here in Haven?
You're not going to rejoin the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
Ooh, I've gained a subscriber throughout the course of this live stream. Well, wonders never cease. Sorry. I'm totally not scrolling through my phone while having this conversation. Yeah, what happened at the Conclave?
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
And joining the Order.
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are tradesfolk in Denerim. I could have become a cobbler like my father, but this seemed better. It's a chance to uphold the Chantry's laws and help the mages through a troubled time.
Templars don't help anything? You're an idealist. Templars don't help anything.
How can you see Templars as anything but oppressors?
Some people would ask how I could see mages as anything but unstable weapons. What you forget when you ask that question is that they are people, as perfect as they are flawed. One person trying to do something can make a difference. You should keep that in mind, Herald.
See, I like Lizette. She's cool.
I will talk to you later.
Just like, you know, got a level head on her shoulders. Talk to Cullen. Hello.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I like to stand out.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I believe the mark will help. Everything's a mess. Do you trust the Inquisition? Yeah, do you trust the Inquisition, Cullen?
You left the Templars for this. You believe the Inquisition can work?
I do. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new Divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers will be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
And we can flirt with Cullen if we want. But he's not into dwarves, interestingly. He's only into humans and elves. So yeah, he won't go for dwarves or Canary for, you know, I don't know, reasons. Anyway, yeah, you've thought this through.
You've given this a lot of thought.
I know what happens when order is lost, and action comes too late. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Okay. Yeah, we'll explore over here. And then we'll go and talk to Liliana and Josephine, and then I think that'll be us for today. Probably be nearly at the 4-hour mark by then, to be fair. Yeah. When the compass pulses, press V to search. Boop. Ah, yes, I remember this now.
Better take a closer look.
It points us in the right direction, you see. This way. Ooh. Passing notes. Keep the notes for later. Okay. That's how you find like special quest items and things like that. Just normal loot and stuff it won't do it for, but you know, quest items it'll do it for. More real fruit. There's a logging stand somewhere around here you can find as well, isn't there? Which is good because I need it to craft something, but I can't remember what. Yeah, that'll be where the logging stand is. Whoops! Don't fire random arrows, Thea. Dear Jesus. It's me, I keep clicking the wrong button. That's why she keeps doing it. There we go. There we go. Oh dear, loot some iron. Why not, eh? Oh god, I can hear a cat. Oh my goodness, what? What's the matter? Sorry, I've slightly run out of things to say. I've exhausted myself talking about, oh, chocolate and tits and everything. And even a little bit of Dragon Age now and then. We managed to fit a bit of Dragon Age there, in there, here and there, didn't we? In amongst the tits and the chocolate and the cans. Oh dear. Oh, oh, hello. Oh, it's a ram. Oh, you're so beautiful. I could shoot you, but I won't. There's the logging stand. Claim logging stand. Boop. There we go. I claimed it by putting a big pole in the ground. That's what I did. And there's a thing. Hi! You're very beautiful too. Hi. You're quite beautiful. You're quite beautiful. I won't attack you either, because I think you'd kill me, to be fair, if I attacked you. I can't remember if there's anything else around here. I feel like there's something else around here, but I can't remember what. You know, sometimes I don't actually like the open worldiness of Dragon Age because it's not proper open world. Like, it's not like a big open world. Instead, it's like lots of little open worlds. And I just don't know if it works that well, to be fair. I can see flags over there. Do you think we can reach those flags? I think we'll hit an invisible wall. Do you think Dreadwolf will be open world? Like full open world, because I know they were talking about oh, we've done a big loop. They were talking about a while back. We were talking about the combat and how they're like completely changing the combat. So it's not going to be like the Dragon Age style combat. And there was like outrage amongst the fans, and I was like, I'm kind of fine with that. If they want to do a more sort of, I think they were talking about doing a more kind of like standard action-y, adventure-y type combat. You know, like the type of combat you get in things like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. And I was like, I would actually be completely fine with them doing that, so long as it's good, fun combat. You know, I don't really mind. It's the story I'm more interested in. But I mean, Inquisition's combat was so bloody awful. Like, you know, if you have to completely change the style of it to make it good, then do it, you know. I'm quite happy with you doing that. Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be like open world, or if it's going to be like this and like lots of little open worlds, or if it's going to be like proper open world, like a proper big open world. That would be kind of cool, actually, in a Dragon Age game, but I don't know if BioWare can pull that off, to be honest. It's not a very BioWare thing to do. Have a big open world. Because the thing with open world is, it's one of those things, it's either done really well or really badly. There isn't really, you know, anything in between. It either works great or it doesn't work at all. So, you know, it's one of those things that has to be got right. Can't half-arse it. But I wouldn't want them to spend so much time getting the open world right that they, you know, sacrifice the actual game.
Surprising to have one of you not as the Herald of Andraste.
Well, we all serve the Maker in our own way.
Oh, come off it. You wouldn't know the chant of life that bit you on the arse.
And yet, there's my Carta's sister, walking around with all you lot bowing to her.
Yeah, suck it, kid. Should we talk to Liliana? Drop a save before this one, because this conversation can go a bit wrong if I remember correctly. Hi!
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
I mean, I can't see my options because there's a cat in front of them. Yeah, Liliana's got a bit dark in this game, in case you hadn't already picked up on that. But I like that. I think, so a lot of people don't like Dark Liliana, but I quite like her. But like, depending on how you treat her throughout the course of the game, she can go much darker, or she can, like, you know, cheer up a little bit. I mean, she'll never go back to exactly how she was in Origins, but you can, like, cheer her up a little bit. Or she just becomes, like, a complete full-on psychopath, basically. Those are your options with Liliana. She either, like, cheers up a bit, or she turns into an absolute psychopath. Yeah, you think this is a game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
It's also worth mentioning that Divine Justinia was very much a mother figure and mentor to Liliana, so her sudden death... She's taking it a bit hard. Let's say that. I can't speak for Andraste. I was confused with you. Bad things happen. Yeah, I can't speak for Andraste.
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
Yeah, my sympathies.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Let me help you. Why are you telling me this? These are your problems. Let me help you, Liliana.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
Okay, so... yeah. The Liliana thing, that's another thing where, like, little choices that you make throughout the course of the game determine how Liliana ends up. You've got to be very careful with that, because it's very easy to turn Liliana into a psychopathic lunatic who has just lost all faith in everything and just despises everyone. Yeah. So, that's the fade. Is there not like a little dungeon bit that I can break into? I'm sure that's a thing. Yeah, a little dungeon bit. And I should be able to pick the locks open because I'm a rogue. And if you're not playing as a rogue, I think you can talk to Varric and he'll pick the locks open for you. Or like one of the other rogues that you end up recruiting. There we go. Oh my god, the lighting is so fucking awful. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there we go. Boop. And you don't have, like, lock-picking skill. You're a rogue, so you can pick a lock. If there's a lock that can be picked, you can pick it. That's just the thing. You don't need to, like, you know, pass a skill check or anything like that. But then, they also brought in things that mages and, those other things warriors can do. So, like, warriors can break down doors and stuff like that, and mages can repair, like, bridges and things if bridges have been pulled down and stuff like that. So they all have their own little individual talents. Oh, I can light the torches. Boop. And boop. And we'll go and have a little chat with Josephine, and I think that's us. I think that's everything we need to do in Haven. And then, yeah, we'll call it a day, and then we'll do the hinterlands next time. Right. I don't mind me just yawning. Been a long day, man. Oh dear. It's very busy in the shop today, even for a Saturday. Like, Saturdays are always busy, but it was like really busy. We nearly had a mass walkout on Thursday, you know, because customers were being that horrible to her. It's weird. Sometimes you get a day where it just seems like every single customer is an arsehole. I mean, like 99% of the customers are lovely most of the time, right? And there's always just like that one or two who are arseholes, but occasionally you get a day where it just seems like there's just something in the air and just everybody's in a really foul mood, and people were being so awful to her. Like, we were in the back going, if one more person says something, we're just gonna walk out. So yeah, it's been a bit of a long week. Anyway, right, so, let's peek in here. Very fancy beds, haven't we? It's probably Josephine. I bet Josephine probably, you know, arranged all the bedding, made it all fancy. Seems like the kind of thing she would do. Any more rooms I need to explore?
Comes upon me. I shall embrace the light. I shall weather the storm.
Just set your alarm for tomorrow. There's no live stream tomorrow, Welsh friend. It's our off week. You can have a lie-in if you want.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Mistress Kadash, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
Yeah, you own this land.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denham, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Herald. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Ooh, this is where we start to show whether we have diplomatic skills or not. Its followers need shelter. The Divine's advisors founded it. We will have bigger problems. I mean, we're playing her as quite a good person at the minute, aren't we? Yeah, its followers need shelter.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock. We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
It's the most ridiculous outfit I've ever seen. Right? Even by Orlesian standards, that is the most ridiculous outfit I have ever seen. Yeah, does the Marquis own Haven?
Do the Durelians actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting.
I apologize for the intrusion. I didn't realize you were meeting with the Marquis.
You did little harm. In truth, the debate was most beneficial as practice for those to come.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
How did you become an ambassador?
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
And what's your background?
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
Okay, I'm glad you're here, Josephine. I like Josephine.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montelier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
How tactfully she put that, agitated. The politics have become agitated. Like, a mad mage blew up the Chantry, the mages rebelled, the circles have fallen, the Templars and the mages are fighting each other across the country, and there's a giant hole in the sky that demons are raining out of, and we've reformed the Inquisition of old, the Chantry has turned against us, Orlais is embroiled in a civil war, and everything is falling apart. It's become a bit agitated. Little bit agitated. Imagine in the depths of World War II, somebody had just gone, the world's got a bit agitated recently, hasn't it? That's basically like, you know, what it is. Oh, hello.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
Yeah, you're a mage.
You said you were a mage?
No, just an apprentice. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
Yeah, you protected the Tranquil.
You said that you were keeping some of the Tranquils safe?
Yes. The mages took some of them when my Circle rebelled. The rest were forgotten. Most Circle mages look down on the Tranquil, or try to pretend they don't exist. They don't have any emotions. They can barely take care of themselves. Can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
Yeah, they're lucky to have you.
I'm glad they have someone who cares about them.
They deserve better. They're polite, they're rational, and they'll never get angry at you. When they study, they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. The Tranquil never fought back. If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
Yeah, you didn't join the rebels.
I'm surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I like studying. I like performing rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
I don't trust mages. I agree. You're in the minority. Yeah, you're in the minority.
Most Circle mages I've met have a different opinion of the Templars.
They have not lived my life. I was born into a Dalish clan. I lived there until my magic manifested. The Dalish cannot risk having too many mages in one clan. And I was one more than they could bear. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing they brought in Inquisition that a lot of people didn't like. Like, you know, the people who really like the Dalish. Didn't like the fact that they brought that in. That, if the Dalish have too many mages in a clan, they cast them out. But it makes sense. Because, you know. Yeah. Yeah, that's awful.
I'm so sorry.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold, a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me. Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the Circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
Okay, so you research creatures.
You say Cassandra has you researching creatures?
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures. At the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
Okay. Why study creatures?
Why did you decide to research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors, anyway. When some monster is coming at you, glowing eyes and burning claws, it's terrifying. But once you know how it works, you can deal with it. It's just another part of the world. So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it.
Okay, I like Benave. I found something for you.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Okay. Boop.
We can use that.
Right. So, should we call it a day there then? I think we've done everything that we kind of can do in Haven. And then next time we can get started on yes, yes, the hinterlands. Although I don't think we'll get the hinterlands done in one stream because it's going to take forever. Hinterlands is quite long and involved, especially if you want to do all of it. Yeah, and I kind of like to do all of it. I'd like to complete the hinterlands. Oh, we need somewhere to do an album cover now. Where do we want to do an album cover? We're a bit spoiled for choice, aren't we? I quite like having the breach in the background. I think that would be quite good. I'll just grab that bit of iron. Yeah, if we go up here and we get the breach in the background. There we go. Get the breach in the background. It's going to be a solo album cover, I'm afraid. First one for Dora. Dora's first album cover is going to be a solo album cover. Oh, she looks quite good though. I quite like that, especially the bit where when the lightning ripples are going. It's quite pretty, the breach, actually. I know it's meant to be horrifying, but I just find it quite pretty. There we go. Also, the trouble is Dora's quite short, so I can't really get all of her in. Because she disappears off the bottom. Oh dear God. Right, anyway, we shall call it a day there, my darlings. There is no live stream tomorrow because it's our week off from Sundays, so there's no Oblivion tomorrow. There's no live stream on Tuesday either, I'm afraid, because I've got an appointment at like 4:15. So we don't really be able to do like a half-hour live stream, and you know me, that like we wouldn't even get past the first tangent in half an hour. So there's nothing on Tuesday, so it's going to be a week, I'm afraid. It's going to be a week today when Dragon Age Inquisition shall return, and we shall head into the hinterlands and we'll get started proper. Yeah. So I shall see you on Saturday at 3:30 PM GMT for the next bit of Dragon Age Inquisition. But until then, my darlings, I shall say farewell to you.